guys, and welcome to another episode of the Wayward Wanderers. As you can see here, we got a lovely guest with us tonight, Griffin. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I'm very, very excited for what you have to bring to the table, and I think everyone else is just as excited as we are.
We're so hyped.
Very ready. I'm excited.
I almost just started talking without unmuting myself, so...
Oh, nice.
And as everyone you can see,
there, buddy.
we brought the A game, like, freaking Reese in
Stevie's
armor.
birthday.
It's Stevie's B-Day, so Stevie's birthday was yesterday on Friday, so happy birthday, Stevie.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
I'm so honored that everyone dressed up along with me today. Thank you very, very much.
Of course.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I didn't really dress up. I got Nordic ski jumper on, so we're keeping
Perfect.
it Norwegian.
Fitting.
To just remind everyone to follow us on our socials to get all of our information, and if you do not, I'm gonna remind something that really, I'm kind of sad that we had to discontinue the Brutal Brotherhood, so that will not be happening in the near future at all. But that means that those Saturdays we're gonna use for one-shots, and maybe we'll be using those dates for Frankenpunk as well, until we are ready to launch a new campaign with new players, which we are also very excited about, which I am also working on at the moment. But at the moment, we still have our incredible Wayward Wanderers, and I'm very excited to see where this story leads. So thank you so much, guys, for being very understanding about that. So, are you guys ready?
Will we ever
Reese recap.
Oh,
Reese
Reese
She
recap!
promised to roast me.
Oh, that reminds
She
me.
promised to roast me.
Oh, hold up.
We have to jingle.
Yes.
Julie, do the thing.
Yes. Where is it? Wait,
Julie,
I have to find it. There it is. So there is a person called Scarlet Grace. She made an incredible little jingle for Ree's recap that I will be finding right now. So I'm going to pause the Soundtail La Music. I'm going to find it on my phone. I'm going to play it through my mic like a professional so everyone can hear it. So if everyone's ready. Wait, fuck.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I'm not. Of all the people.
It's okay. We can. We're waiting. Here we go.
Just because I've turned up the sound of my. There we
Here
go.
we go.
And remember what happened last time. Just settle down, get rid of that past.
So that is the best jingle I have heard in my entire life. We will be posting the link to this jingle on our social media. But yeah, Scarlet Grace, I'll also post it in the chat actually. So Scarlet Grace, thank you so much for making this incredible jingle and literally making our week.
It was amazing.
So, Ree's recap.
Okay.
Go on.
It's time for Ree's recap. So welcome back to another episode of Ree's recap. Last episode, it started off with Cadaver making some bad life choices that will definitely affect the party and not just himself. Will the consequences of his actions catch up with the party? Absolutely. Hulda is our DM and she enjoys the pain. We then go back to State, who decided, hey man, I'm just gonna shish kebab my friend over here. I'm having a bad nightmare, so I'm gonna take that out on my friend who doesn't actually know how to deal with the consequences of other people's actions, so decided to forgive her immediately despite bleeding out. Val and Gwen felt a bit awkward in that trip, however, the party still continued and we went out and we found a huge turtle, a snow tortoise, a turtle snow, a snow thing. It was big, it was chunky, it was pleasant. But then we met a big old bad boy. He was a Chad. He was a lad. He tried to smash us hard. He achieved that because Val decided, you know what, despite the fact that Cadaver has this great idea of tripping it up and doing the whole Star Wars, Ant-Man, I don't know, so many different references of knocking someone off their feet with a bit of rope. I'm gonna jump out the carriage. I'm a bard. Fuck you. And then he gets hit because he has terrible AC. What a great idea. Gwen did a cool thing on a reindeer. I'm talking about Gwen as if it wasn't me. I did a fucking cool thing on a reindeer, and it was sick. I then got the shit beaten out of me where I went down to like nearly like fucking 5 health in one hit. It was scary. My hat's fallen, but we managed to kill it. I got a cool helmet from it. I don't know if I told anyone what the helmet was. We'll see if I remember to tell him this time. I think that's about it.
Yay!
Thank you for tuning in to Reese Recap. I'll see you in 2
killed the
weeks.
giant, but hey, it's fine.
It's
Don't worry
fine.
about it.
The
Alright,
hat
I'm back
almost
to regular.
falling multiple times. I was,
I really sold it.
I was
You know what I
waiting
love?
for it.
I love that I'm trying to be really conscious of not moving too much because I'm a clanky boy. But it's fine.
Do you wanna just clonk it out while we're at it?
Go.
Armor ASMR.
Oh my god.
Spectacular.
Oh. Oh my god. No.
Right.
Please. Don't stop. Don't fall.
Alright, guys, let's play some D&D.
So, last we also left off, oh my god. This pale-ass motherfucker, there we go. Last we left off, you had just crossed the border to Winterscar. As you are now driving over to Ree's hometown to meet her family and to also get help to find a boat to get back to Dawning's Bay and get your original boat, the Wayward Wanderer. As you've traveled for a while, so I will say like a day and a half, you, Gwen, start to see things that remind you of home. As you start remembering some of the trees that you've definitely, with like a horse, like ridden by, places you've had like hide and seek, places you've hunted. This forest, you'd forgotten how much it reminds you of home and how you know this forest by the back of your hand. But at the same time, as you guys get there, closer you get, the more you see broken villages. You see places that have been hit by bandits. You see forests and trees, like there are patches where it's just burnt down. It looks like things haven't, this country hasn't seen the best when it comes to being raided. And as you get closer to what does remind you of home, and you are pretty sure that you are close, you suddenly see a town with huge spikes as walls. It's surrounding something, as it seems to have taken a very large presence in the woods that you've known for so long. You guys all see this. Is there anything you'd like to do before you approach?
Maybe not
Well.
approach. Maybe we should go around.
You know, Ree, that this, sorry, I'm catching myself. You know, Gwen, that this is definitely where Brackenstrad is supposed to be.
Where's
Well-
everybody situated at in the carriage, just to get that, cleared up? I forgot.
I think Saint was in the back.
Yeah, I
Devil
think
was also in the back. I think Gwen and Val were up front.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Okay. Val's just gonna look over at Gwen and just kind of be like, "Nice place."
What? Thanks. I think, this is new. Ooh, it's very new. Well, I think it's home. It should be home.
When was the last time you were here?
She's gonna lift up her hands and just start a while, I think.
Ah.
I I don't really keep track of like I don't know. They have these books that have like the days. I think someone's told me about that.
Calendar?
Sure. Yeah, one of those. I don't have one. So it's been a while.
Right,
Can I see it? Are there any like watchtowers or anything?
Pretty much. Like, there is, like, people, you can see some, like, in the distance. The thing is, these, I wrote down what they're called. They're called as stake walling. So the stake wallings are pretty, like, high. So that's why you're kind of stopping at a far distance. And if you peer, you do see, like, almost like ants. How, like, people look like ants from far distance. On top of the stake walling, just, going across.
I mean, I guess. Does everyone feel comfortable coming with? Like, because I'm a bit nervous, but like, if people want to stay behind, we can park up the carriage and walk ahead. But
I think it might be best to all stick together.
that's what I'd prefer. Because I won't lie, I'm feeling a little bit sweaty. She's got like just rubber hands, like on her thighs. Just yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. I was really excited, and then Is it normal for your excitement to just?
I think Cadaver turns around and he leans forward, kind of in between Val and Gwen, and goes, "So that spiky ball was not there last time."
No, it was not.
And you said before your hometown was pretty hospitable?
Yeah, it was.
Well, I mean, hopefully they'll see your face and they'll recognize you, right?
I hope.
Well, then let's hope and go forward.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Sane take her weapons and put them back on her, and she says, and this is if hope doesn't work.
Maybe let's not. Okay, someone make sure Saint doesn't
Val
stab anyone that I know.
Val's gonna watch Saint like put her weapons back on, and he's gonna glance at Coraline for a second, and then back at Saint,
Sure.
and then turn his eyes forward again. Just not say anything.
The fox, by the way, Saint, is by your side at all times.
We need to give it a name.
All right.
Don't tell me
So
his
you guys-
name when it's time.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna plow on forward. We're gonna go forward.
As you go forward towards the spike walling, you hear, like, high from a distance, "Halt! Who is it then?"
Okay. Gwendolyn, Bjorn's daughter.
There's, like, a silence, like, "Prove it!"
How do you want me to prove it? You want me to wave around a sword?
Tell me something Gwen did when she was 3 years old that only we would know.
Look, I did
Val
when I
is
was
listening.
3. Oh! I broke into the pantry and I ate a whole wheel of cheese and then I vomited the whole thing up again.
Hey, this is Gwen! As they, like, start opening Gwen some, and then you can hear, like echoes as they start opening the door. As, like, a flurry of kind of snow hits you. As you go forward, you suddenly see someone walking towards you in a very highly decorated cape with like an amulet around their, like, over their chest, as they are holding a blooded sword. As they walk towards you in a very, like, quick fashion, as you recognize your brother, Griffin.
So Eric is walking towards you, incredulous. You can see that he's not expected this whatsoever. He is very tall as he was when you left him, but now he's adorned in full plate as well. And he's carrying in his hand a black-bladed sword that's dragging along the ground, and his right arm is red with blood.
Oh shit!
He
Val
eyes
is
you and
looking.
sort of stops, and he's, "Sweet sister, it has been too long."
Eric! Yeah, it's been a while. She's gonna get down to the carriage. She's just gonna kind of thrust the reins straight into Val's hands, and like kind of hop down from the carriage, and she's gonna approach, be like, sorry, did I interrupt you?
No interruption.
Everyone make a perception check.
Okay.
For sure. For fucking sure. I have a 2.
You're distracted by snow. I don't know. By something.
The snow.
Sure, the snow. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have Saint look at the cape and all like the adornments and go to Cadaver and say, I think he's compensating or something.
So that was a perception, Hulda.
Perception, yeah.
I got a
20. I got a 24.
24.
I got a 16 too. Oh damn!
This is ridiculous.
So, the ones who got 16 and 24. So, all of you pretty much see that there is a lot of diversity in this town. And Gwen, a lot more than you thought. You see tieflings and Asimar and elves and a lot of different races of elves everywhere. But your eyes are drawn on a platform in the middle of the town, where someone is dragging a decapitated body, as the head is just on the snow, as someone is just cleaning it up.
Banditry is a very lucrative profession up until it is not, and it costs you everything.
The Brotherhood are back? Is it?
They never left, dear sister.
But is that why with the walls?
Yes, we are one of the few remaining villages here. You departed, but the Brotherhood hung around, and they raided the lands repeatedly, again and again. We have many of them captured now, and, well, public executions send a message, but you don't want to send a message all in one day. So, every day we kill a few.
Eric, I know I've been gone a while, but don't you think that's a bit much? We fought to drive them back years ago. We didn't fight to exterminate them.
Extermination is right in the face of evil. Wouldn't you agree? But let's not get bogged down with politics. It is wonderful that you're back. I am most happy to see you. You look weary from the road. If you would, I can take you to the longhouse and set you and your companions up with housing.
I mean, yeah, it's... Mama and Papa around?
He sort of looks down toward the ground and collects himself for a moment. Bjorn died in one of the earlier attacks. Our mother is safe. She is well. But father's buried in the fields.
Oh. I see. I'm
happens.
sorry.
Don't blame yourself. I was here, and I should have protected him. But there are certain things that even I am unable to accomplish. Or at least I was unable to accomplish then. But the nature of your visit, are you to take a permanent residence again here? And he sort of looks askance.
No, actually, these are my friends. We're on a bit of a mission ourselves. I won't be able to stay. I'll tell you privately later, but allow me to introduce you to them. These are my most trusted companions.
Sorry.
Why?
So much trust.
My most trusted companions who sometimes attack me out of the blue, but it's fine.
It's fine. He learned his lesson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Saint take a few steps forward and just slowly touch Gwen's arm and whisper, "I'm so sorry."
It's fine.
I really am.
Gwen's gonna shrug her hand off slightly, but kind of just raise it up in the sense of like that she didn't mean for it to come across like very harshly. She's just like, it's fine. Not now, please. I appreciate it. It's Eric. This is Saint. Saint. This is one of my elder brothers, Eric.
Hi.
And this is Cadaver and Val and Coraline.
Hi.
Status man.
So Eric sort of looks to each of you. He doesn't bow or anything particularly, but he's respectful enough, and you are most welcome in Breckenska. Let me introduce you to the Jarl. Me. And he looks at Gwen.
You're the Jarl?
Yes, I became chieftain some time ago.
Well, congratulations. I should have realized. I'm sorry for questioning you as soon as I came in. That was disrespectful of me out in the open. I'm sorry.
It's fine. And as Jarl, I will not only welcome you with my words, but I think a celebration is in order. Don't you?
I definitely think so. As you see your mother walk down, you see a very tall, very slim-looking woman, definitely in her like 40s, 50s. Blonde hair has grey streaks in it as it is pulled up in like a decorated braided bun. She has a bit more like comfortable like commoner's clothes, though they are a bit of finer silk than you have seen her in before. Definitely the perks of her oldest son becoming Jarl. Well, Gwen, don't let your brother try to bore you to death. Your other two brothers are waiting for you, and I am definitely waiting for a hug. And she just reaches her like arms out.
Gwen's gonna straight up kind of just run to her and hug her.
She's gonna hold Gwen and just like stroke her hair and just like, you look so beautiful.
Thank you, Mama. I'm sorry I wasn't here for Papa.
Don't let them bully you. You were doing a righteous thing. And your brother, he's a bit of a fool, even though he is Jarl. She like shouts over. Like, even though he is Jarl, he has no power over me. So, let us get you and all of your friends up to somewhere to go, yes?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. What is
Thank
your
you.
accent? It is gone. Though I do like it, though. Don't let him bully you about that either. Come on.
Thanks.
And she just like beckons all of you to like come and follow. Like, come. And she like gives you Eric just like a be nice look.
He nods to his mother, and he doesn't embrace Gwen in a hug, but he walks over to her and very respectfully like places a hand on your shoulder and nods to you like he would a fellow warrior. Mm-hmm. As you look into his eyes, though, and you get closer to him, the once blue eyes are flecked with bright crimson.
Ooh.
And he's a lot more pallid and pale than you remember him being. But he doesn't really, seem any more sinister. But he's truly, sister, I'm glad that you've returned to us. It is most fortuitous. Let us go.
Yes. She's gonna, as she kind of goes to walk alongside her family. She's going to beckon to the others, but then she's going to flash her eyes over to the dragon egg in the carriage.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
Yeah, and she's kind of just going to kind of be like kind of mouth bring it, like sort of thing to like someone.
Not
Anyone
exactly
who's close.
inconspicuous thing. How long does minor illusion doesn't last long? I was gonna say Val could make it look like something else, but
How long
that only
does it
lasts for like
last?
an hour.
Well,
I think an hour.
is good enough so you don't carry it through town.
Yeah, let me double check real quick.
So it can look like a bag, and then you can probably hide it later.
Oh no, it lasts for a minute.
Oh, only a minute?
Walk briskly into the building.
Briskly.
Yeah, he's got to go to the bathroom. Sorry.
Yeah. Run for it.
Do you want to do that? Do you want to cast minor illusion?
He can. No, you know what he'll do? He will grab his bag that usually has all his books and everything in it, and he will just subtly like swap the books out and put the egg in and carry the bag. It's like a satchel, so like it's like a
Okay.
like yeah,
Okay, so that'll
like
be
not huge but not like small.
so like it's big enough for the egg. Okay, yeah. I'll
yeah, if it's empty, it'll fit. Maybe a little like maybe the lid does like the flap doesn't go all the way, but he'll drape his cloak like over top of it as well and just kind of like have it carried.
Gotcha. Good to know.
Subtle, you know. He's a thief. He's good at that.
Yeah, just for the funsies, can you make a sleight of hand roll?
Just for the fun of
Just
it.
for the funsies.
Funsies.
Alcohol for the. How dare you?
Eric got a 21 for perception.
Oh, well, I got a 21 on sleight of hand.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
I love this
I-
tension already.
No, I'm gonna do something. Both of you, roll a d6.
Huh?
Let me get out my
Is
fancy
that
bag.
absinthe? Right? Is that
This?
absinthe?
It's a concoction of things.
You don't drink
Oh.
absinthe like that.
Yeah.
I was just saying because it
You
was
wouldn't
great.
know.
Unless you're cadaver.
You wouldn't know, would
I-
you?
Cadaver, yeah.
It's blueberry gin with a smoothie of some kind, like an innocent smoothie, but I just put it with the blueberry gin.
Cute.
So I got
So,
a 4.
4.
Oh shit, I got a 3. Damn it.
So close.
Eric, you
Ah.
notice... I don't think you will notice the egg, per se. But you do notice that he did take out things out of his bag, the books, and put something in his bag and then drape his cloak over it.
Okay.
Totally.
Do you...
Not very suspicious. Gwen just endorsed these individuals, so Eric's just like, okay.
Okay.
Hey,
But-
listen, he's welcome to look if he wants. Not
Sorry.
not the bag.
So you notice the action of it. So we'll
Okay.
put it like that. As you guys walk into the town, the rest of you see tiefling children playing with other like small human kids. You see high elves and Eladrin elves. Eladrin elves are now, as they shift with seasons and moods, they are looking quite pale and wintry, as the high elves look pretty much the same with their own complexion. As they seem to also be talking to dwarves, to like halflings and gnomes, and it seems to be a large concoction of people. You, of course, Gwen, see people you've grown up with. People that, give you a high five, shout your name. Some people just stare at you and wonder, like, oh my god, am I seeing the right thing? As some of the people as well, when they look at you, Eric, bow, like with their hand, and just give a small bow. As people do that, some of the town's guards nod and Jarl, as they just to notice his presence, as this is definitely something you didn't think a carpenter's son would be able to get.
So as we're walking through town, sorry.
No, not at all. Wait, go on. Yeah.
Oh, I would just be explaining sort of to the members of the party that Breckenstrad stood as a bastion of hope in these lands as the brutal brotherhood set in and took up their own sort of pillaging. Many other villages were reduced to ash, and tantamount we could have come to that end, but we defied them and found our own strength. We rebuilt fortifications, inviting other villages to come and share our land, that we might rally together and fight back rather than weather an unrelenting onslaught.
As he's saying this, Gwen's gonna think back to the public execution that she saw. The remnants of that in that sense. And kind of mutter under her breath that violence breeds violence. Just.
Does anybody, can we hear that, or did she mutter
are
it
you
to
trying
where
to
it's
sleight
You?
of hand this, or?
I mean, no. If anyone wants to say that if anyone wants to roll perception to try and hear it, yeah, absolutely. I'll roll sleight of hand to see how low you have to go. You have to roll higher than a 4. Well, what's my sleight of hand addition?
Sleight of lips.
do I even have to roll, because my perception
Roll
is
a
plus
7.
8, so...
So 7.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
You hear it.
Got a 20.
Yeah, you guys hear it. If you guys roll higher than a 7, you can hear this.
Gwen
So
does that
Eric-
thing where she thinks she whispers, and she's
Yeah.
like, violence breeds violence, and we're all like,
Eric
Damn,
still hasn't
okay.
even sheathed his sword. So it's like black blade and it's blood smeared, just sort of dragging behind him as he's walking through these streets. And he looks at you the same way that he used to look at you when the two of you were growing up, and you'd say something terribly naive.
oh.
As she kind of turns to look meet his eyes, she's kind of like gonna double take, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, I said that out loud."
Yes, you did.
Thank you. Listen, Eric, I'm just saying that maybe, I always stand for justice and fighting as one and the unity. And I am so, so proud that you've stood for that and you've brought together so many people for that. But I don't know if I can get behind your public executions idea. I think it's barbaric.
That is fine. You can think whatever you'd like, but you are not chieftain, so your thoughts amount to very little in these parts. Now, maybe you were sheltered from the storm in the southern lands that you went to, but here it never ended. Here we dealt with famine, with broken families and death. That is not something that one can take lying down. So, striking back gives us the only flame of hope that we have. If it is a flame of hope and of vengeance, it keeps us warm all the same.
Vengeance is cold, brother.
He laughs, like deep in his chest. And you see him sort of like turn down as if he heard something at his side. And he looks at his sword and then back to you.
Where did you get that sword? I do not think our blacksmith makes anything quite so dramatic.
They do not. A story for another time. Shall we? And he walks ahead.
You feel your mother's hand on your shoulder as she just whispered to you, like, remember to not let him bully you.
Okay. It's hard. He's so very good at it. He's always been good at it.
Yes, but I know you're better. And she gives a
Thank
smile
you,
and
Mama.
taps you to one of the biggest, most beautiful houses you've ever seen. You can definitely see that the wood is new compared to the other houses. That this house was definitely built from not long ago, as it is now the Jarl's house.
What? Mama, is our house, does it still stand?
Oh yes, we just gave it to someone else that needed it. When the previous Jarl died, we got his house. We just had to refurbish it a tiny bit.
Right. Our house with all the notches of how tall we got is all just someone.
Well, there's a really nice elven family that lives there now that needed a bit more than we do.
Right. Yeah. No. Sorry. I understand. Sorry.
Now go inside. Your brothers are waiting for you. As she pats you, and she goes and looks back at all of you like, well, my name is Helga. It's very nice to meet you. As she goes and tries to hug everyone. She goes for you first, Saint. You. What was your name again?
Saint. And as she tries to hug her, she just goes like,
"Oh, I am very sorry. I didn't mean to." A handshake?
I think it's a family thing. Gwen does that a lot, don't worry.
Oh, well, she learned it from me, and I'm very sorry, I guess. But as she goes over to
you, it's
you feel a very soft hand. You can feel the age of the wrinkles in her hand, but it feels very soft and tender. Although you do feel some harsher bits. This woman was still a worker. She's not from noble birth. As she goes over to you, Val, and your name?
He's going to take her hand and he's going to bow with all the grace of somebody who knows how to act around society.
You're looking for
society. A fight. And he takes her hand and he bows and he says, Velikas, and then he kisses her knuckles very respectfully, and straightens back up and says, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, yes. So you're the charmer of the group.
He kind of laughs a little bit and say, well, it's certainly not Gwen, so somebody had to fill that role.
Well, you're not wrong, but don't let her hear that. As she gives you a little squeeze on the hand that you kissed, and then looks at you, Coraline. And you, little miss?
Cadaver, that's my thing.
That's me. Say that.
She holds out her arms and she goes, I'm Coraline.
She goes down.
Her first.
She oh, and she will just hold you, and she will hold you until you let go, and she will just sway a bit while she's well, it's very nice to meet you, Coraline. And you had I'm guessing as she looks at you're a bard.
I am.
Well, I guess you'll have to play for us afterwards when we celebrate Gwen for coming back.
I would love to.
Val's gonna kind of call over his shoulder as he walks into the thing and she's very good.
And what do you play any instruments? Valakas, was it?
Yes, I do. But Coraline outshines me by far.
Oh, don't say that. Don't be modest. Both of you can do a duet together and maybe something about, your adventures together.
We've been known to dabble.
Well, I'm very excited. Just go in. It's warmer inside. As she looks at you, Cadaver, and of course, I don't know, are you a shake? Hug?
Hug. Fine, I guess.
And
he's very unsure, but yeah, he wants a hug.
She brings him in, and it's a very gentle hug. It's it's a really, really good one. It's really nice to meet you, Cadaver.
It's a pleasure to meet you. And he gives her a really tight squeeze back.
Oh,
and then...
you're very strong.
Sorry about that.
No,
Sorry.
don't be strong. As she takes you we need men with a bit of muscle. Though I guess you're a bit leaner than muscly, but that'll do as well.
I could get jobs done at least.
That's all that matters.
Involving muscle.
Well, go inside. I'll get something warm for you guys. As you guys
as
go
she walks away from Cadaver.
Yeah.
Can I have just saying go to Cadaver and say, kiss ass and walk into the house.
He's giving this exact look as she walks by.
She's like, I wasn't the one who kissed her hand.
Yeah.
As you
Poor
guys
Cadaver just wants
go
a hug.
in, as you guys go in, you guys are now witnessing Usk and Magnus, Gwen's two other brothers. Literally, Gwen, as you go in, they tackle you to the ground. They absolutely tackle you to the ground as they're like, Gwen! Where the hell have you been?
About? And now I'm on the floor.
Well, you're gonna be staying on the floor until you try to get up again, because we will not go down without the fight!
Oh, come on! I've been in a carriage. She's gonna complain a bit, but then as soon as she's they're letting their guard down a bit, that's when she's gonna just go for him.
Yeah, they let it happen. Like, sister.
Val is standing nearby, looking very concerned.
So Usk.
Well, as she and her two brothers Russ housing on the floor.
Exactly.
He's just like, I don't understand.
You definitely see that that Gwen is the youngest of the sibling, as Usk is the oldest, it seems. Then you have Magnus. So Usk has dark auburn hair, freckles, and hazel eyes. Magnus as well has that, but his hair is braided. As they look incredibly
so
similar.
the whole family is good looking, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
No! Stay away
We
from my
need to put you in a cage.
family, weird cheat. Go on,
I didn't say anything.
Yes.
Val's just looking.
Like, as they're like, oh, you have to tell us all about your adventures. I mean, we have to deal with, our stupid brother becoming Jarl and everything. I mean, Usk is like, I'm not hurt that me, the oldest, didn't get Jarl, but our brother has actually improved. Just a tiny bit in battle.
I mean, is he anything compared to me? Let's be real here.
Magnus
We
laughs
all know
like,
who the best fighter is.
I mean, we just tackled you to the ground, sister, so I don't know what you want us to say.
I'm going easy on you. I took out a frost giant yesterday.
Ooh, we've taken out 5 frost giants.
Yeah, well, I haven't been in the same area as them.
Apparently,
but
since you think one frost giant is really impressive. What happened to your accent? Why do you sound like a southerner?
Because I spent a lot of time down there, okay?
Right.
Leave me alone.
Magnus, why does she sound like a southerner? I don't know. Because she left
Up.
to
She's
the
gonna
southern
punch
kingdoms.
She's gonna punch Usk straight in the stomach. Shut up!
Oh, he's gonna pretend it really hurt. Ah.
Oh.
That really hurts, sister. I'm gonna feel that for
Yeah.
days.
She's literally do I divine smite him with a
Val's gonna just kind of take a step back when he sees her. He's just gonna be like, I'm just gonna stand out of range.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time on you. I am going to get a drink.
All right.
So, where's the alcohol here?
Both of the brothers laugh as they take each one of your shoulders. They're both a lot taller than you.
Why are they Fred and George Weasley? What is happening here?
You brought
That's a Hilda.
dark auburn hair. One was with freckles and one had braided long ones, and both had hazel eyes. Do you really think I wasn't gonna do Merry and Pippin on those two?
No!
As they both just drag you. Come on, sister. We know exactly where to take you. As they just
feel
drag you to one of the alcohol places. As Helga just walks in just as you see a drag. Ah, yes, they've already started. So, as she looks back at everyone else, I'll show you to your rooms. As you guys go up the stairs. So we have different type of rooms. Gwen will have her own room. I hope that's okay with you guys. So 2 and 2? Does that sound good for you? Can you share rooms?
Yes.
All
I'm
right.
letting you all choose rooms this time. No more fighting. Just
Yeah,
go for it.
Val's gonna keep his damn mouth shut. He's
I love how they're just gonna probably look at Coraline and be like,
Coraline,
we share rooms?
your choice.
Well,
Caroline, I would be a lot safer if I didn't share a room with you. I'm so sorry. I don't feel comfortable with that right now with what happened last time.
Oh,
Okay.
how did I forget?
Daver goes, I think that actually might be best. Val, why don't you bunk with Coraline tonight?
He's gonna like glance between Cadaver and Saint and be like, in his head, he's just like, that's probably not the best pairing, but oh well. And
Val was just like, better him than me.
Saving his
like,
ass,
Val's
I
probably
guess.
like, I would probably be fine with Saint, but like, he trusts Cadaver
Okay,
enough,
so-
so he's gonna turn to Coraline and he's gonna like, crouch down so he's eye level with her, and he'll be like, if that's all right with you.
I'm still mad at you.
He's gonna kind of like, I know. You should be.
he has a lot of power, the
Yes.
little one.
Yes.
Val's just gonna kind of like look up at her mom and be like, yes. Agree.
To be honest, if the two of you are going to be singing a duet, maybe it's better that the bards, have your own room, so you have maybe some privacy to prepare and practice, right?
Yeah.
Good. As she opens one of the doors, it is a really quaint. If any of you've been to Nordic, maybe not Nordic cabins, but you've seen pictures of woody cabins. So it's with a slanted roof, as there are two beds there. We have a lot of rooms for when people travel through and we don't have any houses, so they usually stay here as places. But right now, it's been really good, quiet actually. As she opens the door and leads you guys to that room, and then in the opposite room she opens, and it's pretty much identical. So just get yourself comfortable. I'll be downstairs with before they kill each other. As she goes down gracefully.
Okay, so Saint is gonna go into the room she's been shown and start taking off some of her weapons, but she's keeping 2 daggers with her.
And Cadaver lingers in the doorway and goes, behave yourself while you're here, all right? No more stabbing people willy-nilly.
Whatever. Don't be scared.
I'm
No
not
one hurt you.
scared.
Come on. Shut up and get in the room.
He he goes, okay, and he comes in the room and he puts his stuff down on his side of the room.
Right. As you guys are just getting ready, downstairs, you, Eric, have probably seen your 2 oldest brothers absolutely bully as well Gwen, as they're in the liquor cabinet getting mead, and just getting loads of not usually you drink mead from these kind of glasses. They're bringing these kind of glasses and just filling it up with mead, as they're just handing it to Gwen, and they're like, brother, chieftain, Jarle, come join us.
Every time I do, you try to keep up and I drink you both under the table. It is not
That sounds
even
like
fun
you're
for me.
too scared. Huh? Your little sister comes home and you're too scared to drink with her? Wow. She's gonna lean against Axt at that
And we're
point,
kind
just
of
like,
also, brother, we're kind of also mourning our sister's accent. I mean, we don't know where it went.
oh!
Her tongue has gone soft in the south. It has thawed out in her mouth.
Really thought
And I think her stomach is soft too.
Yeah,
She has barely touched her meat.
she has
Oh,
barely
can I chug it, just there and then, chug the whole thing?
con save.
Oh,
Fuck it
please, baby! Give me someone good! Wait. It could be okay. It can be okay. What's my con? What's my con
Save.
save? +6! It's a 19, baby!
You chug it like no
It's a
tomorrow.
+6!
You chug it like no tomorrow. It's like,
I have a
what?
+6 on my con save!
Because of your aura. Oh, you.
Oh, so they're like not impressed. tiny bit surprised, but like, okay, there is hope for you yet, sister. Hope for you yet.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Eric reluctantly joins in to like drinking with them. He'll pour a tall tankard of like honeyed mead, and as he's sipping on that, he sets it down, and his arm's still soaked in blood. You see him almost like he's sharpening his sword, just sort of wipe it along the blade, and the blood seems to disappear.
He's been like all fancy after he got the sword, you know? So he's been like amazing, says Magnus as he like just crosses. Ask was the one who's kind of, you see he's become a lot beefier, and by the soot that he has like on his hands and kind of on his face, you definitely see that he kept the carpenter like trade in the family, maybe even a blacksmith. As he like, yeah, even the swords that I made him weren't good enough until he got that one.
Right. We're gonna come back to the fact that you make swords now. Where did he get that one?
Well, actually, it's a funny story. You found it in a cave somewhere, right, brother?
I did.
Yeah, but that's okay.
You just found a sword in a cave.
Magnus, like, it was really fascinating. Like, it just feels like it belongs to him, you know?
I think I was led there by Odin.
By Odin?
I ran for 3 days in the middle of winter without any armor, barely any clothes. Wore through the soles of my boots.
You felt a call. Alright, okay.
It's not like you heard the call as well, sister. You and Tyr. There's a reason you left, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Like Magnus just like tries to like keep the spirits a bit up as he like feels the tension. Like, I think this means more alcohol. Don't you think, Ask? Yeah, more alcohol, definitely. As he like doesn't say much.
Eric's
but, like,
gonna chug his tankard of mead and make a con save.
Yeah.
And try to beat a 19 so that it's more impressive.
Okay.
Go on then. Go on, big man.
Got a 17.
I have a constitution for that big man.
As you chug the drink, I mean, you do chug it down. It's not as impressive. As you just kind of like tiny bits, like if you were trying to be more impressive than Gwen, it didn't happen, but you still chug it down. It's just not as like cool.
Sometimes things like this take a bit of skill, brother. A little bit of finesse, and then she's gonna try and take a sip, but she's gonna miss it slightly. It's gonna, and then she's like,
Ask and Magnus definitely like laugh and say like, look at you like, well, it's been a while since we were all here together. Father would be very happy. Magnus just like Ask just kind of like is quiet. Like, what? I'm being like, it's a good thing. It's a really good thing.
It's a good thing. We thought you might have died.
I came close. Definitely come close.
Oh, you got
way too close for comfort.
To be honest, I kind of want to hear that story from your friends, because I feel like you would tell it so you were the hero of the story and get it a bit more impressive. I want to hear the embarrassing ones.
I don't have.
Val, at that point, Val has come down the stairs and he's kind of standing behind them and he says, "Embarrassing stories about Gwen. I came down at the right time."
Val.
Eric's gonna go and hand a tankard to Val immediately and like beckon him in.
Do the rest of you come down as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
The whole okay, we need to hear all of the we need to hear all of the embarrassing stories about Gwen. And we need to hear like all of it. Just all of it.
By chieftain's decree. Only embarrassing stories.
I was like,
well,
well, the Jarl said it. The Jarl said it, so we have to. It has to happen now.
Val's gonna look over at Gwen and be like, "Well, if the Jarl says it," and like take his mead.
No. No, look here. Look, I don't have embarrassing stories. Okay, there's nothing embarrassing about the stuff that I do. Okay, It's not.
Do
She's
you
gonna like
recall
look
the
around and be
event
like,
with the wheel of cheese you ate and promptly vomited onto the floor when you
well,
were 3?
technically, I don't remember them. Everyone's just told me about it. So no, I'm not embarrassed.
And the saga of embarrassing stories.
Oh,
That
come
I
goes on.
mean, that was
on.
one time you couldn't find any of your clothes, and you used like a really big, like winter Yuletide sock as a dress. Like that was,
Remember that?
yeah. I also remember that. That was
Didn't you get the fungal infection
She
from that?
did get the fungal infection as well. Yes, she did.
We had to call for a healer in a different village.
It was really embarrassing. Father had to like drive ride with his horse like 3 hours down to just get you, and
Yes, thank you. Yes, I got a fungal infection in my foot. Okay.
It wasn't in your foot.
it wasn't in your footsteps.
Saint is looking very disgusted. It's like, this is not something I want to
Cadaver.
hear. I'm gonna get a drink.
It's not about Gwen. It's more so me and Gwen.
All
When
right,
we
let's
first
hear
met,
it. Let's hear
actually.
it. As you're talking, like Magnus takes you like and just like pushes you down on like the sofa almost next to Usk, as the two like oldest brothers just sit between you, just like ready, Usk is still like his arms crossed, but like very amused, as Magnus is a bit more like extroverted.
Alrighty, well, there I was in the town of Ravenswing, in the middle of a graveyard, and suddenly the graveyard was immersed with these ghosts. And now this was my graveyard. No ghosts normally reside there, so I was a little suspicious that they were suddenly taking over. And suddenly, out of nowhere, I see Gwen gleaming in her armor, and she's chasing the ghost that is currently chasing me. And I didn't notice, and it knocked me flat on my ass, and Gwen saved me, actually. So, more embarrassing for me, but Gwen actually saved my life, and it was a very interesting first meeting, and
From a
I
ghost.
was very impressed.
Aren't like ghosts like
It was a very
see-through-
nasty ghost.
see-through things like with the wind
No,
kind of situation.
No. Saint, tell them ghosts could be all different shapes and sizes.
Yes, absolutely, Gwen.
Saint, kissed a ghost.
I'm gonna keep drinking now. I'm gonna keep drinking
Never
now.
goes.
You
Never
kissed
goes.
the ghost?
What?
Gwen.
Wait.
The same
Gwen,
ghost
you-
that chased them
You
is a distraction.
is it,
No, well, it's a complicated. The ghost one is a very complicated. Listen, you know what? You want to know how I found Gwen? That's a fun one. It's a really fun story how I found Gwen.
yes, tell us how you met Gwen.
I met her. She had fallen halfway through the roof of a place, and she was stuck by her armor, and she just had been waiting there for someone to come in. Also, I was ghost hunting. She was helping people out, and I did not help her, but I did watch her fall from 2 stories high, and then I helped her out. But it was a fun one for me.
All right.
Yeah, no, it was a great first impression.
Did
Yeah.
the cadaver there before, or like did you?
No.
Oh, we
I
met
didn't
that
see
shit
that
one
incident.
later.
Oh, okay. So you met Cadaver, and then you met Saint, and then how did you guys meet? When? As she like gestures to Val and Coraline.
Val's gonna be like, well, funny story, actually, Coraline and I met before we met anybody else.
All right. Because you're two bards, right? You're gonna sing later tonight.
Yes, we were actually competing, and she won, and then wouldn't leave me alone afterwards.
I was gonna rob him.
she tried,
I like her.
but
I like her a lot.
she tried, but
That I didn't, though.
he's like, well, you wouldn't have been able to anyway, but you know.
Right. Well, we didn't get that far, did we? So we'll never know.
Yeah, no. Well, I guess we won't.
All right. And how did you meet? So the two of you met Gwen together then?
Mhm.
How was that? How did you meet?
I think we got hired from the same job.
Ask is like, how did you? Why are you so nervous, Gwen?
And I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous.
It was so long ago. Who can remember? You
It was
know.
so long ago. Who can remember?
He's gonna roll an insight check. Asuka's gonna roll an insight check. That's a natural 20.
Well,
He's like, you're lying.
I'm.
Of course,
She's gonna
lying.
look at him. I'm not. I'm. Hate you guys. Look,
Asuka's the oldest as well, so he would know you the best as well. Like,
I mistook. I was walking down the street and I heard someone yell about a thief, and I saw Caroline and Valakis, and they. I think looking back on it now, they were probably just having fun and dancing and stuff, but they said that it was a short person, and I thought that it was Caroline, and so I tackled her. Then Val, was very defensive, and it was all a big misunderstanding, and then I lost the person who was pickpocketing and robbing, and I didn't find them.
Well, it's all understandable, I'm sure, now. And Eric turns to Coraline. He's like, tackling each other is a sign of affection in this family, so...
it is. It very much is.
Absolutely. And I'm tough.
Oh, yes.
She's the toughest person here.
Oh, you don't have to even have to explain. I mean, you're just wearing armor for compensating. She's just wearing cloth.
I'm
And you already know that she's...
He's got a sword that's twice the size of his body!
Well, he needs to
You
fix
You
it.
flew one Jotun. That is not a big deal.
Oh, really? You're just compensating for the fact that you're still a virgin.
Val's gonna look over at Gwen and he'll be like, "You've never even kissed anybody before, have you, Gwen? You turned down my offer back on the ship."
I didn't! No, I didn't!
Like the brothers are gonna look like, when you know that your brother is now Jarl, do you really think that he's a virgin now?
Well, I mean,
dare say
that or
someone
he's...
is projecting.
Yes, someone is
Well,
very much projecting.
If you're not a virgin anymore, then there must be a lot of blind girls in this village.
Oh!
He is just gonna sort of like shake his head slowly with his 18 charisma.
She's gonna keep drinking her drink with her something charisma. Her 17 charisma.
I'm prettier than you.
A little bit.
Cadaver's gonna lean down and kneel next to Coraline and be like, "Did you guys talk about kissing a lot?" Sorry, I just...
Oh, no. I was just commenting the fact that Val has one more charisma than Eric does. Yes!
Cadaver's gonna kneel down next to Coraline and be like, "Did you guys talk about kissing a lot on the ship that I wasn't aware of? Because it seems like you guys have been doing that a lot."
You were passed out.
You guys talked about that when I was passed out?
Cadaver, you're built like a bitch. Just take it.
Cadaver whips around and he's like, "I find that very uncalled for."
Oh, really? Then chug some more and prove it.
Fine. And he takes... I think you're gonna make me do this! He
It's me
takes
this
some...
time.
Okay, he takes some meat and he chugs it. Do I have to roll for this?
Yes, con save.
Make it roll. Make it
17.
Sorry, the only thing I think about is like
18!
it's like a
18!
baked bean. A baked bean! As you chug it like no problem. It's actually more impressive than Eric, but none of you guys were there to see it.
Actually, can we kick that 18 up to a 22? Because I'm gonna consider him my ally and give him a +4 to his saving throw.
Yes. Cadaver, it is like in 1 second, like it's a big glass, and you just boom and down.
While maintaining eye contact, like not
While
breaking eye
maintaining
contact.
eye
the whole
Yeah,
thing.
maintaining eye contact with Saint the whole time.
Magnus
Saint is gonna look at Cadaver
Yeah.
and then look back at Eric and just like dart eyes. Like she doesn't trust Eric, she doesn't like him one bit, and she looks at Cadaver and is like, "Let's see how long that lasts." And she walks to the kitchen because she needs food now.
Cadaver is proud for a moment, and then he's like, "Shit, I'm gonna die."
But the brothers, Magnus and Eric, so Magnus, I mean us kind of like nods as Magnus is like, can we have him instead of you, Gwen? As
What?
Like his drinking was so impressive. I think that is the way we do it here in this family.
Well, you know what? Maybe you can keep drinking with your preferred sibling, and I'm going to go and get dressed.
Yeah, again, armor is just compensating, sister.
It's to stop me from getting hurt!
Right, you say
She's gonna
that.
yell that. She stands up and she's gonna go to the stairs and stuff. She's like, it's practical!
Sister, it is the room, like, at the end of the corridor.
Just straight down? Just
Right at the end.
Just straight down and right.
No. Oh my god.
Straight.
Ask is gonna be like, and just like, get up, like, alright, I'll show you. As he just takes you, like, again, like, arm wrapped around your shoulder, kind of like pulls you a tiny bit as he shows you your rooms, like, at the end of the corridor, which is a really, really nice room.
I'm so heavy. Stop.
As, yeah, like, no, I'm just built with muscle, you know? I'm blacksmith now.
He's just so different.
When did that happen?
Around when father died, and we needed more weapons. Don't think about that.
Everyone keeps telling me not to think about it. It's really hard not to think about it.
Well, if you want to, we can go to his grave tomorrow morning. Okay? Would you like that?
I would a lot.
Yeah, we'll get mother and we'll get everyone there, and it'll be like your friends can then look family now, so they are also very much invited. So
yeah, that would be nice. Yeah.
Alright. There should be some clothes there for you that mother put to the side. So if you just go into the room, you should be well dressed there.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
When as you go in, you see a blue kafta draped over the chair.
I hate blue. She's gonna pick up. She's like, it's always blue, never green. And she's gonna just start taking off her armor and stuff to try and to get it on and stuff. Is there anything else in the room, or is it like anything?
Make a perception check.
Okay. That's a good roll. Baby, that's a good roll. That's gonna be. No, that's my one. Okay. 22.
Yeah, it is a really, really beautiful room. It has beautiful like carvings of things like childhood like fairy tale stories like by the windowsill. But as you kind of look down at the blue kafta, it looks vaguely similar to the one in your dream.
Are there any other clothes? No, it's just this. Of course, it's just one. Of course, she's gonna pick up her amulet. She's like, of course, it's just this one. Why wouldn't it be anything else? Okay, I'll put this one on then. She's kind of just yelling into her empty room.
You guys just hear like a muffled, from upstairs.
So, ignoring the muffled shouts from the room, Eric is gonna, like, appraise Cadaver, like, look him up and down, and, well, my brothers seem to think that you might make a decent prospect for a new sibling, seeing as we already have a paladin in the family. Tell me, what is it that you do?
That's a very complicated question, and probably not one that you want to hear the answer to.
One's like, oh, come on, we already know that you worked on some graves. I cannot be more weird than that.
Oh, all right. Well, I did my business grave robbing and selling jewelry on the black market.
All right, that's
I
very.
see.
That is behind me.
At least you didn't rob the living.
Well, that's yeah. At least not.
Now and Coraline are looking away.
I'm honored that you all think highly of me, but I'm nowhere near as good as Gwen, and you're all very welcoming and nice here.
Goodness is conditional. There are times that we might be good and times that we cannot be. We must accept both of those times.
You think
You
so?
looked very far away when you mentioned Raven's wing. And Eric looks down to his sword for a second, and like furrows his brow and looks back to you, and he's, have ravens been on your mind?
Cadaver straightens up, and he suddenly feels the iciness in his hands, and he rubs them as if to try and get them warm. He goes, Can Cadaver, does he notice the specks of crimson in Eric's eyes?
Make a perception check.
That's 19.
Yeah, you do.
Have they been on your mind?
For some time now. And you see his hand sort of tighten on the grip of the sword, and the blood was covering what almost looked like tattoos, like black lines tracing up his arm, where his veins have turned like an ebony, like a dark. And he just eyes you, and offhandedly enough that it doesn't seem like a profound statement to everybody else in the room, but he's, be careful with the gifts of ravens. Oftentimes they are a blessing and a curse.
I have a
And
feeling
he's
I'm going to learn that very soon.
Y'all
He
hear
nods
all of
to you.
this, by the way.
Fuck! No!
Unless you guys walked away.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Cadaver was gonna pull Eric away for a second as soon as, like, he asked the question, like, have ravens been on your mind? He's gonna, like, look around and take him to the side.
I was gonna be
Can I
like,
still try and hear?
Can I roll for Sane to notice?
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Say went to the kitchen.
Wow,
Say went to the
no.
kitchen.
well,
In the kitchen. My bad. Never mind.
that's okay. That's okay. So Val and Coraline, you roll a perception. If you want to hide this conversation, you gotta roll a sleight of hand.
Alright, good. That is 24.
Rogues, man.
Damn.
I got a 16.
I got a 26.
Perception.
I have a plus 8 in perception, and I rolled an 18.
Val, you hear every word. Caroline, you just hear muffled. You were busy drinking, and Magnus is just talking to you. Like, you are a very lovely lady. Love your hair. Of course, I am very biased since I am also ginger. But I absolutely love your costume. It's wonderful. Where is it from?
It's very warm.
Well, you have to be warm. It's a very cold country.
Yes. Very, yes.
And where are you from?
Mosswood.
Mosswood. That is I've heard about that. That is close to where Umbra and that is, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes. I've never been, but I've heard it's really, really lovely.
Yeah. It's great. It's great there.
Are you right? You look a bit uncomfortable.
No.
She's like trying to hear the conversation.
Right.
Yeah. So you just aren't able to hear it because like Magnus is like talking to you. Like, I just find it really fascinating to talk to people from like countries I've never been, and he's just like talking like absolutely at you.
She's like, yeah, great. It's great. Beautiful. Wonderful. Right.
So yeah, as you guys.
I want, real quickly,
Yes.
Cadaver to keep talking with Eric for a hot sec. And I want
Go on ahead.
Cadaver to whisper, what does she want?
It's simple. She is a being who wants balance through any means, and does not suffer those who have died to return. I do not know much of her ways. I mistook her ravens for Hugin and Munin, the birds of Odin. I was wrong.
Did she give you that sword?
He nods.
What did you have to do for her?
I have not yet finished my task. I am to receive payment first, but it seems that, well, I am rewarded. So too is a toll exacted from me.
She said that I have something in me that she awakened. Did she do the same with you?
No.
Don't tell Gwen about this. She doesn't know.
He like just nods solemnly, but you can tell that he's making like a promise.
Can I have Sane suddenly appear next to them with like bread, eating bread, just something like Cadaver, making friends. And she bites into it.
He rolls his eyes. Why don't you go try making some friends? I think it would do you some good.
She starts circling him, looking up and down, both Eric and Cadaver. Not sure I like friends. And just goes back to where everyone is to drink.
Cadaver goes to Eric and goes, don't mind her. That's just how she always is.
Peculiar. But Gwen is a warm-hearted soul, likely to attract all sorts. Predators, and he looks at your throat, and moths.
She's a warm flame, and I'm drawn to people who give off warmth and happiness. Surprisingly.
It's canon. Mothman is drawn to Gwen.
I'm going to fucking end you.
Eric puts his hand on your shoulder.
Let me just write that
And
down.
Mothman is drawn to Gwen.
Are we gonna get to fight Mothman in a future campaign?
Maybe now.
Oh my god.
We're gonna
Now
do
we have
Mothman in a
to.
future
Gwen
campaign.
is lamb! Oh hey, if I reach 20, I will be a lamb.
I made such a lovely, like, little moment with Gwen being a candle and Cadaver being drawn to her, and you went, Mothman, he's Mothman.
I'm seeing my
Have anything nice. We really can't.
Poetry?
Eric,
I don't appreciate it.
Eric just to Cadaver tells him that if it is warmth and light that you are drawn to, you have thrown in your lot with the wrong sort. And he's gonna leave the room and go grab the sourdough bread from Saint, who just broke into the kitchen, and that's Eric's bread. Nobody else likes that bread. That's like for him.
He can try and take it away. He can fucking try.
Make either an athletics or an acrobatics, Eric, and you Saint to make a dex throw.
Oh, if she tries to pull it away, he's not gonna like do
Oh,
anything
No,
crazy
he's
to
not
get
gonna,
it.
he's not gonna try to. Okay.
No, he's gonna just sort of like stare at her and cock his head and like, is this the decorum that you choose to operate with in the household you've been welcomed into?
She looks him up and down, and she's like, what are you gonna do about it? And she looks at the sword, and it's like, you make a spectacle of death. You have no respect for anything. And all that blood, I hope you know how to wash it away.
It is gone, by the way. Gwent Saint.
Completely gone?
completely gone.
It's
So
She probably has noticed that too. She probably
Yeah.
has noticed that the
So you
blood
guys
is
went
like,
there-
worrisome.
yeah. It's just you guys went there when he like I think like got the blood off, but the blood there's no trace of blood.
Oh yeah, no
he
trace of blood.
just
She is
grins.
disgusted. She's
And
like, she knows. She looks at them. She's like,
Some blood
I have no
stains
respect
hands.
for you.
Some blood stains blades. Some blood stains souls. I know what I've done. You don't have to lecture me.
She bites into the bread again. You have a flair for the dramatic. Ah, and for
Something
what?
my sister lacks.
Your sister is lovely. She doesn't need it.
She is as lovely as the sun. And the sun is cold here. He's gonna give up on getting the bread, I guess. And leave.
He's looking for a fucking fight. That's what he's looking for.
You wanna
Where's
fight? You wanna
where's
lose?
his
We're not-
room? Call that. Where's his room?
Well, you don't know this house.
Let me search for his goddamn room.
Roll an investigation check then.
Okay.
Ask one of your other brothers and they'd probably tell you. Just saying.
What did I roll? 7. Hold on. I got things I can
By the
add
way,
to it.
Ask when he showed the room, he went down and he just said like, and he went outside. Ask is outside.
Oh, outside the door.
No,
Okay,
no,
right.
No,
I just
no,
got.
Ask is out
Oh.
out the freaking house. When he showed you your room and you closed the door and got changed, he just went because he had other stuff to do.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I have a -1 on investigations. It has a 6.
You are completely lost.
I'm lost.
You're like-
Can I try to like weasel out of Mugnus
Yeah,
where everyone's rooms are?
you can definitely try. What do you try to say?
She's gonna turn to him.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is a lovely house.
Oh, thank you. I tried really hard to try to like rebuild it to the image of what the Jarl's house should be. After the other Jarl died, our brother got, chieftain, the Jarl. And after that,
Very
because-
impressive.
Exactly. And since I'm, son of a carpenter, we had to, do something impressive to like get it properly, That's why we it looks a bit more newer. Actually, this table right here, I made that. I'm very proud of this
You
table.
made it.
Yes, it is.
Really?
It is made of the most wonderful usk, actually. Like our brother's name.
Hell, I was admiring it.
Oh, thank you so much. Look, if you'd like, I could fix your carriage as well and make it like really nice. So
Could you really?
I would be honored, really honored to do that. Yes.
You are a very impressive man.
You wanna roll 2 seduce?
Oh my god! Damn it!
We're going after the whole family.
What kind of roll is that?
Persuasion.
Roll to seduce.
I'm sorry. I was like, Gwen's whole family gonna get kisses and
You can
Gwen's not.
either do persuasion or deception because you're kind of lying.
Ow.
You can choose either or.
If she wants.
Well,
Don't
it's
worry,
the-
Gwen.
it's the
There's
same
one brother
plus.
that.
Okay.
It's the
Don't
same
by the end
plus.
of this.
So either way. Please. I got that's a 23.
Oh my god!
Enamored by you.
No!
He is absolutely a fucking simp. So he.
Who wouldn't be? Who
What was
wouldn't be a
it? What
simp
was
for
the
4 lives?
question you had before we?
I wanted to figure out where everyone's rooms are, namely Eric's.
Okay, so what did you ask? Like right before I made you roll. I can't remember right now.
Oh, I didn't ask him.
Okay, sorry.
I was just telling him that he was very impressive.
That's the thing. That was the thing. It's like, well, he kind of like straightens his back, and like gets kind of tightens his muscles a bit. So it kind of shows like at his shirt, like, well, yes, I am, you know, not the oldest, of course, but you know, next oldest. So I try to, you know, try
Not
to keep
the
up.
oldest, but maybe the most handsome. Your brothers must be very jealous.
Oh, don't say that. Eric is right
Lay
over there.
on thick, baby. You
Eric,
get- you get that info.
That's kind of like, it's very nice of you, Coraline. But Eric is right over there. He is the pretty boy.
Pretty boy.
Val's just gonna look over and not say anything, but he gives a little like expression like, yes, he is.
Would you be willing? This might be a lot to ask.
Oh, anything? If I can do it, I will.
Would you be willing to give me a tour of this beautiful house?
As you just say that, he like gets up, and he almost like he's like almost like wanting to like pick you up in a bridal position, but he like keeps and like just like straighten his shirt like, yes, after you, miss. Yes, I'll show you around the house. Actually, let's go to the kitchen first. It's actually right over there. As he like takes you around and starts showing you around.
This family is stealing all of Cadaver's moves.
Oh, yeah, as
Little
they
miss,
walk away,
bridal
Val's gonna make eye
style? What
contact
the
with-
fuck?
As they walk away, Val's gonna like make eye contact with Coraline and raise his mead and like raise his eyebrows like, get it.
By the way,
He's
I'm
gonna be
thinking
like-
that
gonna be
Magnus,
like-
because he has like a braid, he looks like Bill Weasley.
Oh!
Okay, damn. I didn't know he was actually hot. Okay.
Val is giving Coraline all the signals like, hell yeah, absolute queen. Get it. You're my hero in this moment.
Not my brothers. Come on.
The best.
So yeah, so let's do it. So you know, he shows you around the house and like, oh, this is this house, and then he goes to the kitchen. He shows you the bathrooms. He goes upstairs and he goes up another set of stairs. And at the like the top of the house is a very ornate door made of like really dark oak, with like symbols, and it kind of looks like protective symbols. We made actually some mages do this. So this is Eric's room, just in case someone comes and tries to assassinate him at the middle of the night. You never know when you're Jarl. You know, those kind of things happen all the time when you have bandits. That is his room. So it's pretty much just him that can go in and out because of that.
Do the runes protect against what, like bad intentions or
It's more like
weapons?
no, it's more the stone. Like one of the stones that he has on his amulet is the only thing that can open if you have it on you. That's the way you can do it.
Oh, I love you, Coraline, so much.
You. You know what? This house is so large. I'm feeling a little bit faint. Would you be able to run and grab me some water?
Oh my goodness! Of course. Do you want that? I can. You can like. He's like kind of like blushes. I can carry you downstairs if you'd like. Instead of just like staying up here. It's quite cold and chilly. It's we have the fire downstairs.
You know what? I think I probably shouldn't move from this place.
All right.
I'll just wait for you.
Make a
Thank
persuasion
you
check.
so much.
Make a persuasion.
Oh God,
So much.
I'm nervous.
Oh no!
Was it bad?
I got an 8.
You're like, look, I'd really think it's better if you come downstairs. There's nothing really up here than Eric's room, and literally, you know, he's not that impressive. Kind of gets like,
Oh no, absolutely.
I can.
You know what I just realized? Where is Gwen? She has been taking a minute. We haven't seen her in a minute.
Thank you.
All right, yes. As he
I
like,
don't know where I am.
as he like, may I? As he picks you up.
She's just like, sure. Why not?
As he like goes down and like you were a bit faint, and I don't want you to like feel like you were gonna faint at all. And there's a lot of steps in this house, and I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Of course.
As he's
We're-
like,
we're- kind of you. It's very gentlemanly.
Well, I try to be when there's a really pretty lady is here. You know what I'm saying? As he goes over to Gwen's, like he like gently, as if you made a porcelain, like puts you down on the ground, and then knocks on like Gwen's door, like, Gwen, are you ready?
Gwen in some random part of the house, like that John Travolta meme, like.
Gwen? He like calls again, like knocks the door. And like opens and
You know
sees
what?
that
Maybe he's having a little bit of
he just
maybe
opens the
she's having
door.
A little bit of
He just like
woman's problems.
he doesn't care. He's the oldest brother. He doesn't care. Like next door, this is like he's not here. Gwen? You do hear him.
She probably went back
I hear
downstairs.
him.
Yeah.
I hear him.
Yeah.
Alright, and she's like, yeah.
He goes over like where the sound is, and you're like, why are you in the supply closet?
I walked in and the door closed and I couldn't find the door. And I do know which one it was.
Oh, right, you look
There's too many doors. Why do you need this many rooms?
because of refugees.
Oh, okay. Don't turn this back on me like that. This isn't a refugee room. This is a supply closet. You just said.
Yes, and I don't understand why you're here. As he like takes
I
your
don't
hand.
know either.
Look,
Okay,
I don't know if
thank you.
this. As he takes your hand and he like gets you up, like I don't know if it's the southerner part of your brain that's coming through because you've been too much in the south. But let's get you downstairs.
Fine. I'll go downstairs.
And as she like leaves, and you can, Coraline, you see Gwen wearing this beautiful blue kefta with like embroidered like snowflakes and the reindeer horns on each like shoulder, as it like flows. It is and has like some fur details as well, and it definitely looks like there's fur lining inside as well. It looks beautiful.
Hey, Coraline. Why are you and my brother? What's
I'm just showing
getting a
her
tour.
around. I'm just showing her around. She'd never been in like a big house like this, and she was actually feeling a
cool.
bit faint. So I'm just gonna carry her down to the kitchens.
Are you feeling okay? Gwen's gonna immediately like go up to her, like put her hand against like her forehead. She's like, "You don't feel warm. Did you drink too much? You're usually so good at handling your alcohol."
I just need some water. Maybe
Okay.
some fresh air. Would you like to go on a walk with me, Gwen?
Sure. Did you want me to carry you down the stairs if you feel faint?
I can carry her.
Yes,
I'm
I
very
would
strong.
absolutely.
It's okay. I got her. And Gwen's just gonna kind of like pick her up and just kind of, but she's just gonna hoist her onto her shoulder like that. So she's just sat on her shoulder.
Oh.
And she's like, "I got her. It's fine."
It's it's fine. Yes, I'll see you downstairs.
Why? Like,
Thank you for the tour. And she's gonna blow him a little kiss.
He's gonna when Coraline like looks away, he like catches it and just like.
Stop! It's so cute.
Adorable.
Oh my god.
Gwen's just like, he doesn't do that to me when I.
Yeah.
He brushes it off. He makes a face like.
Yeah, it's about for the people in chat. It's Magnus. He's the So I'm not.
Magnus is.
Yeah.
Okay, Gwen's gonna take her downstairs, and then as they get to the door, she's gonna put her down and just be like, "Are you okay to walk from here? Like, you don't still feel faint or anything?" Or
Oh yeah, no, I didn't feel faint at all.
oh, okay, cool. All right. Okay. She's gonna open the door for her and just be like, "Okay, sure, okay." And then as they leave, she's gonna close the door behind her and be like, "So why did you lie to my brother?"
So because no offense, but like your other brother, the chief man, he's kind of a
Eric.
dick, and I don't like him.
Oh, he is such a dick. He's always been a dick. He's always bullying. You know, one point we built a swing. There was a swing that we had, and we built it onto a tree and stuff. And I had really long hair. It was very bushy, and he tied the hair to the swing. So when I went to jump off it, the swing hit me in the back of the head.
See, this is exactly what I mean. I knew it.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The
So
worst.
I figured out where his room is and how to get into it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
Wait, what do you mean how to get in? Is it like a key?
Yes. So apparently one of the necklaces that he wears, one of the stones, is like a key to the protection runes.
Do you need somebody to get him out of his clothes?
The big
We
clunky
just
one that he was wearing? He wore like a big crystal.
Yeah,
I just thought it was...
probably that one.
Alright. Okay. So we get the big crystal.
Yes.
And then we look in his room because there's something weird about his sword. Something
Yes.
really weird. You know, he didn't clean it
and
off. It kind of...
Arms and his whole, just the whole,
There's...
whole.
You know, I mean, he always used to be a dick, but like he was still my brother. He's still my brother. But there's something about him that's just so wrong.
Mm-hmm. I hear you, and I am here if you need to
The
talk.
sword. She's gonna like crouch down because she just really wants to get in Gwen, and she's Gwen. She wants to get in Caroline's face. She wants to get in Caroline's face for this, and she's like, the sword like absorbed blood, like the blood. He's like wiping the blood off, and the sword just took it in.
Ew!
It like ate it, but like it didn't eat it. It didn't have like It was more like it just kind of
Just like a.
like a into it.
It probably smells so bad.
I don't. Do swords smell?
If there's blood in them, right?
I mean, I guess. If it's like stale, does blood go stale?
I
Can
think
it go?
goes,
Is it like a food item? Does it go stale like bread?
like sticky?
Like tacky? But then it dries.
This could go on forever.
I feel like somebody needs to intervene.
I feel like as you guys are having this conversation, Eric, as you went outside, you see like people getting ready for like you see like people putting banners up. You see people like getting like food ready, and you hear some strumming of musicians. Your brother Usk went past you and like give you like a smile and nod, like it's nice for everyone to be back. As he went over to the his forge. As people are just around you, as your mother Helga comes over to you and stands beside you. Well, you didn't have to be so rude, did you?
I am doing my best, Mother. I really am.
Well, you
There
can
is
do
a lot
better.
of... I cannot help but resent her a little bit.
That's why you said
Mother-
you can do better.
She got off scot-free. She went away, kept that spark, that joy. That is still in her. Look at me, Mother. Look at me. And he sort of just like gestures to himself, but like is still gripping the sword.
Mm-hmm.
And he's, that spark, it is a fire. I'm burning every day. My soul is burning with the things that I do, in hopes that the heat that comes off of it will bring others comfort, but I am in misery. So, if I lash out, I am sorry, but I am doing my best.
She like takes her hands and just like holds your face as she just looks at you and is like, you maybe think that you just are fire that is gonna burn out and become nothing in the end. But I see a hero. I see someone that's gonna save everything and everyone. And one day, people will write stories about you. And even if you cannot feel the greatness, you are one of the greatest things that I've ever been like blessed with. As she like kisses you on the forehead, like don't beat yourself so.
He's gonna lean forward and just sort of like rest his forehead down on hers after the kiss,
Yeah.
and he's gonna sheathe the sword, which he hadn't done yet, and sort of breathe like a sigh of relief.
She's gonna
and,
keep holding
just
his
sort of
face.
melt into an embrace.
And she's
Yeah,
gonna hold
he's stuck
him.
there. He's stuck there for a while.
Like, you're doing so well. You're way too young to be given such a position, but you're doing so well. And I am very proud of you. And that's why I said you can do better even though you're angry. Do not let that anger define you.
I will try, Mother.
I know you will.
I swear to you that I will try.
I know. And she's like, just like whispers, I know. And just like plays with your hair. And then like picks you a bit up and just looks at you like, well, I've heard some news from the scouts today, and I think you should go and talk to them, because I think they found something.
And like flipping a switch, he's reserved again and stoic. And I will attend to them.
That's my boy.
Oh my god. I just wanted family fun times.
You knew you weren't gonna get it.
I was hopeful.
Oh, come on, Ray.
Can I see if Cadaver spied on that conversation?
You want to roll stealth?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My mom?
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh!
What
Plus
is
6, that's
26.
a 26.
You're in one with the
Sneaky boy.
shadows. So she
So
like
I saw and heard everything, okay.
yeah. So she also straightens her and is like, you go, be the hero you deserve to. She like nods, and like smiles, and then hears someone calling her like about like some flowers and some food and stuff, and she like smiles and nods. I'll go attend this. You go do your duty. As she walks.
So I go see the scouts.
Okay. So as you go towards one of the scouts, we're going to take a small break since it is almost 2 hours into the stream. So we're going to take a small break, like 10 minutes, so people can get water and go to a bathroom break. So yeah, come back with us within 10 minutes and we'll continue this story and what's going to happen. So stay tuned.
See you.
Hey guys, and welcome again here to the Wayward Wanderers. So, last we left off, Eric was going to go and ask some scouts of what they saw. But right before we're going to do that, we're going to go back into the hut where Val and Sate are the only ones that are left in the living room right now. As
Yep.
Cadaver was just lurking around in the shadows, eavesdropping on the conversation had.
Val's still probably sitting where everybody else was, thinking about the conversation he overheard with Eric and Cadaver. So she's just kind of sitting there.
Saint is gonna be like just walking around. She doesn't want to sit down, and she just asks Val because I think they're the only ones left
Right
said?
now, yeah, in the living room, yeah.
right now. What do you think of him,
Who?
Eric?
He's just gonna kind of be like, well, he's easy on the eyes, but something tells me we're only seeing what he wants us to see.
You have any plans for him?
Val kind of raises his eyebrows a little bit and goes, do you?
Probably not the same as you.
As long as we're not competing, then.
Not the same game.
He is gonna.
But I
kinda,
hope
like, look at
yours
her.
goes well.
Oh, yeah. He kind of laughs a little bit, and he's like, I doubt it with Gwen around, but thanks. And he's gonna look at her, and he's gonna be like, are you okay?
I hope I am, Val. Time will tell.
I see.
As you say that, the fox has kind of been hiding like underneath the tables and like the like sofas and stuff, and just trying to like keep away from stuff. So as you say that, I try to be, the fox kind of like looks up and jumps onto your lap and just curls itself into like a little donut onto your lap.
She's just taken aback. She's not used to like animals around her. And she just starts petting the fox and asks Val. I'm sorry. I just thought, okay, my bad.
I had to
Okay,
cough.
and ask Val. Do you think we're safe here?
He's gonna kind of look around and say, probably safer than we have been for a while.
I don't know how safe anybody is with me anymore. Good thing it's cadaver.
Val's gonna look at her and be like, as someone who has also walked in that darkness, I just want to let you know that I get it. And if you ever need someone who does get it, I'm here.
Thank you, Val. It's nice to have a friend sometimes.
He kind of laughs a little bit at that and is like, yeah, I'm starting to discover that myself.
Yeah.
Are we about to kiss right now?
I was about to say, because I think Gwen would probably have come inside by this point with Coraline, right?
Yeah, I think so too. And
So
Cadaver,
she's
are you
gonna-
still lurking outside, or are you joining the rest of the gang?
I think he was lurking, but he's gonna find the others and join them. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys
Like,
trickle in one
Gwen's-
by one into
Gwen's
the
gonna like open the door for Coraline and just be like, yeah, no, so I think that it's less dried on the outside and more on the inside. And
Does
like,
it even dry when it's inside?
I don't know, maybe it's still like a liquid form. I kind of want to get up close and see if I like prick my finger or something, but then part of me is like, whoa, what if it sucks it all? Is that like a vampire? Oh, hey,
Will
what are
you
you
be
guys
trapped in
talking
it?
about?
What are
don't
you
know.
talking about?
Blood. And if it goes
I know
stale.
about blood. Do you want to share?
Does it go
Does
stale?
blood go stale?
Usually, it takes a pretty nasty color if you don't
Does
clean
it
it.
smell?
After a
It
while.
would, right?
It
Depending on how
can.
much
Why
there
are you
is.
asking all this?
Oh, because my brother's sword absorbed blood.
Oh,
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, his arm, he like straight up, as if it was the most casual thing in the world, at the table, just straight up, and it just
I
into
think-
the.
Cadaver hears all of this and he's thinking of like, okay, blood absorbing into the sword. Like he's running through all these things where he's just like now in panic mode that he's going to have to do some sort of thing for the Raven Queen that involves hurting, killing a lot of people, and he's just on edge. So I think he moves ahead of everybody.
Wow. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Wow. And he goes forward and he's still rubbing his hands to like get them warm. So I think he's gonna just go ahead of everybody.
Everyone's
We
just
got-
sitting.
we got
They're just
time?
lounging.
We're
They're just
sitting
lounging
down.
in the living room.
I thought everyone was walking. Okay, never mind.
Loki
Well, Cadaver's
inside
just
into the living
sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just maybe sitting alone now. That's what he's doing.
Oh wow. Yes.
It's Cadaver, you know. Is there a fireplace and a
Oh
lone
yeah.
chair?
There is.
Yeah.
There's
That's
no.
where
hate you
he
for
is.
this.
Every
What
single
they have
time we have a guest, one of y'all are sitting alone in a chair by a fire because of something.
Listen.
Who's next?
Listen.
we got
Who's
really
next?
moody character. I haven't done it yet, so
We
what
have
can I call
3
it?
tieflings in the party. Did you expect anything different?
True.
Like-
yes. Continue.
Gwen's gonna quickly, as she sees Cadaver sit down, she's like, speaking of my brother, where is he?
I haven't
No.
seen him.
She would have no reason to suspect him for lying.
Do you
So
want
I-
us to follow him now?
No, I don't want you to follow him. It's just been a while since I've seen my family. That's
We
all.
could go try to check out his room.
I mean, you said it
Oh,
needed
we
a-
need his crystal.
the crystal for it.
Maybe we should.
So I'm gonna like
leave
look
them
over at
alone.
both of them and be like, "Why do you want to go in his room?"
Okay, because listen here, right? My brother's been acting fishy, and he used to go through my room all the time. Okay, all my
When you were
brothers
kids,
did.
though.
Yeah. Well, because it's been a while since we lived together and stuff. But they would always take. When I started learning how to sword fight and stuff, they just hide little things. They'd take things and they'd hide them to be annoying, and it was so aggravating. It meant that I lost like so many of like my training stuffs. And my dad used to have a go at me because I wasn't prepared for our training. And he, in any
But you were
case,
kids, though, right?
yeah, like
And you're adults now.
yeah.
Be that as it may, Eric is still a dick, so I found out where his room is and how to get into it, but now I think Gwen's other brother might be in love with him.
Listen, I don't think that we
Wait,
should.
my brother's in love with you? What is going on?
I'm very lovable.
Coraline, you
Sounds
all
like I
had all
overheard
my
your
respect once
conversation, and I'm
again.
a little in love with you, Coraline.
What did
I
you
think-
say?
Cadaver goes, I think we should just leave Eric and his room alone.
I think
Well,
I
I would
do.
do
horrible
I
idea.
think I have the right to decide what I do with my brother's room. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna look through his room. And if he's put a
Yeah.
special lock on it, it means he wants to hide something. Because Eric hides everything.
I'm with you 100% on this.
Thank you, Carl.
Whatever.
You're
Why would we care for your opinion? Just move on.
Oh, it's not that I don't care for his opinion. It's just that I didn't mean what Saint meant.
It's...
I didn't mean what Saint meant.
It's all right.
Saint
It's
is just
okay because no
snipping
one
from the
wants
meat.
to listen to
Petty.
my advice anytime, right? Just because I think that sometimes I have the party's best interest at heart. But no one would want to hear that. So go ahead, do whatever you guys want to do. It's fine. Go ahead.
Hey, no. Where do you come up with this attitude? Okay?
I have no attitude. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? What kind of attitude is that?
I'm just saying maybe you should respect your brother and his privacy.
I'm just saying maybe you shouldn't butt into a family business that you know nothing about. I'm
Right.
sorry, that came off. No, that came off
No.
really.
You're right. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm sorry.
You know when like you're at somebody's house and like their family gets in an argument and you're just kind of sitting there. That's how I feel right
Does
now.
anyone
Like,
want to play Mario Kart?
I'm gonna go for a walk.
Gwen is gonna go for a walk. She's just gonna be like, you know what? I think I need like I've come back and it's just everything, and so I'm just gonna get a breather. I'm gonna take this. She's gonna go over. She's just gonna take the bottle of mead, like just the whole thing. She's like, the celebration's gonna start soon. I'll see you guys. Yeah. And she's gonna exit the premises.
So Gwen exits the house as kind of an awkward, like, feel of the room falls as we go to the scouts. As we go over to where you are, Eric, there are some people like learning how to fight with swords. There are people training, and you can see some of your most loyal scouts just, leaning back, kind of talking piss, having their coats like close by them in this kind of the same colors as the woods outside, trying to camouflage themselves. But right now they don't need to, so it's just kind of lazily hangs over them.
Okay, as I'm approaching, just wanting another moment to collect myself, even though it seems like I've got the veneer plastered on. After the time and conversation with my mom, I'm kind of just rocky. So Eric slows down and sees some of the kids like sparring with practice swords, and he's just gonna no, you need your guard up higher. Your face is worth protecting more than your side there.
As
Pretend
like
the sword is part of your arm.
as the kid that you're talking to has like a really bruised eye. Like, I'm really trying, sir. Just not used to it, that's all.
It's good.
Alright.
It's very good.
Is this better?
And Eric nods.
And it just goes and tries to kill the kids. Kill the other kids.
That's the fighting spirit we need.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Sort of like continuing on, he shook himself a little bit there because the whole like make sure the sword's part of your arm thing is a little bit too
real,
close to home for him. So he's gonna walk on to the scouts and call out to them before they really have a chance to like talk behind his back.
So there are 3 scouts. As the head of the scouts, Sarah, she has her hair in like a really thick blonde, like over her shoulder. She has some scars on her face from other things that have happened. As she kind of like gingerly walks down and like with a great smile, like, "You right, Chief?"
Sarah?
Yeah.
What news do you have?
Actually quite interesting. So I think we found what you're looking for. It's a couple of, not quite an hour, maybe an hour or 2 away from up north from the town. But I'm really certain that we found it, sir.
Produce a map. Mark the location for me.
Absolutely.
If I get to the area, I should be able to find them myself.
She like stops. We're coming with you, sir.
It is not necessary. If you provide me with a map, then I will make this a project for my sister and her guests to accompany me on.
Right, I'm not gonna...
I thought we were on vacation.
You're never on vacation or summerbound.
Oh yeah, no, it's been a great vacation.
She kind of like just nods like, "I'm not gonna say no to your orders if that's what you want." And she kind of like is a bit disappointed, but doesn't try to show it too much. As she goes and produces a map and like kind of uses her leg to just draw exactly the location of the thing that we were looking for. As she like gives it to you.
So he grabs the map from her and almost frustrated that she even had to like clarify that, "Oh no, I won't question your orders." That should go without saying. So he's going to tell her, "Go and fetch Riplem." And then he's going to go back to the house.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Jarl. She's just like really biting her tongue. It just goes back to the others. As So as you've gotten it now, as you walk, you can see people as the sun is setting. People are putting up lanterns everywhere, and it's really colorful and nice. It hasn't been this colorful and nice in a while. As you go through towards where the Jarl's house is. Is there anything you'd like to do before you see everyone else?
I would approach quietly and be making a perception check to try and just like not snoop necessarily, but clue in to what I'm walking into before I walk into it.
As you actually walk, you see Gwen walk out of the house and kind of like meets you on the street. And Gwen, you also then see the spectacle of colors and lights and stuff.
So, seeing her, I would wave.
Also, she's also
hail.
wearing, the blue keft and everything kind of matches yours.
Awful timing, sister. We have unsavory business to attend to.
Okay. I'll get changed again, I guess. Wait, no! I thought with the
Celebration can wait.
Seems everything can wait.
It is the way of the world. We must eke out our existence before we can enjoy it, unfortunately.
I thought that we lived in
Your
the present.
Gwen. Now. Tell your friends to prepare. And he just sort of posts up outside of the house.
As she leaves, she like mockingly, very, very mockingly, like kind of just bows to him and goes, "Yes, Jarl." And then kind of slams the door as she comes back inside. She was gone like 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And then she's like, "Not a word. Get ready. We have to do a chore for the Jarl." And as she says like the Jarl instead of her brother, she's gonna look at Cadaver and be like, "He's demanded it." And then she's gonna go upstairs to put her armor back on.
Well, I guess we better
Perfect.
go get
Wow,
ready.
wow, wee, wow.
And that time,
Wow,
does Era
wow,
come
wee,
around with my
wow.
mount?
Yes.
Wonderful. I'm just gonna saddle
It's
myself on his
most
back.
likely. I think we're on the same wavelength when I'm thinking like a really beautiful black stallion.
For me?
Yeah.
No. This is the
Oh,
is
the other
spiritual
mount, the spiritual mount. I thought it was like a normal mount. You're thinking a spiritual mount.
No, this is Rippling.
Yeah, this is that one. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So either way, as you guys get ready and get all of your stuff, you put your armor back on and you get your weapons ready, your spells ready. As you walk out, you see some horses have been provided for you, as the Jarl Eric himself is not on a horse. He's on a direwolf, and it's his
Oh, that's sexy. Yeah.
And you can see that it is of arcane magic. It's the same steed as Gwen chose her reindeer to be on.
Can she summon the set? Can she see him on his direwolf and then summon her reindeer?
Yeah.
She's gonna kind of look at him and be like, "Neat trick," and then summon her reindeer out, and her hand kind of glows. And then as she kind of summons it out, underneath her hand, that's where the head of the reindeer comes, and then she kind of gives it a quick brush, and then kind of hops on.
He's actually taken aback. He looks at you and sort of just nods in respect. He's like, "That takes me 10 minutes."
Oh, well, fine, I guess.
No, it's fine.
She doesn't know how to take a compliment from him. She's like, I'm cool.
As you guys have your spiritual rides, the rest of you are given horses to ride. As they're like really like sturdy horses with like thick fur, as they need to be to
Does
survive the
Coraline
winter.
have a regular horse or a pony? Because I don't think she would fit very well on a regular horse.
They're giving you regular horses because they're not used to halflings. As they like see
Am
like
I even able to ride? I could probably ride.
Okay,
horse.
so just for reference, as somebody who was very, very small child and took riding lessons, your feet will not reach the stirrups, and you will not be able to hold on very well because your legs are basically
Just
going to
say
be
you want
sticking
Coraline
out.
to ride with Val. Just say you want Coraline to ride with
No,
Val.
I'm just saying.
What if
You
I ride
can
like
try.
side saddle, like a lady?
you're going through the thick of the woods, like
Yeah.
into snow.
You're not gonna be able to hold on.
My legs are only like this long.
These are
I
thick horses,
know.
but I'm gonna stop you. As one of the ones who are with the horse, like, would you like a pony instead, or are you gonna ride with one of your friends?
Would it be too much of a problem to get a pony?
No,
or
not
like
at all.
A very small horse.
Oh no, not at all. Just as one of the stables takes one of the horses, and it takes a couple of minutes, but it comes with like a pony. Like this one's really
Amazing.
sturdy. He's a bit of a temper, but really sturdy.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, thank you.
Can the four of you make an animal handling check for me, please?
Oh shit, that never goes well for me.
I'm the only one good at those.
That.
It's the only thing I'm good at.
16. Can I have the black stallion?
Yes.
Fuck
Yay.
you, cadaver.
I
I got a
14.
dirty 20.
Okay. Saint?
I'm cursed. I got a 3.
Oh.
So as all of you get onto your horses, as the rest of you are ready to ride out, as you, Saint, are trying to like get it to move, it just stays there. The horse is just not moving.
She's gonna go and whisper to the horse, I know you're cursed or something, but you're gonna start moving because we got places to go.
Cadaver rides past Saint and goes, "Try making friends, like I said."
Oh my god, he's speaking of.
You say that to the horse, it still doesn't move.
I can't even roll for intimidation on the horse.
No, it's part of the animal handling. Oh, shit. The horse doesn't
That was
understand
so fun.
human.
Since I got a dirty 20, can I like ride up next to Saint and reach out and take her horse's reins and just like coax it to try and get it to start?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Like,
Yeah, and the
coax
horse
along? Okay.
like starts walking. Again, reluctantly.
She's gonna look over at Val and go, "Thank you, friend. I appreciate that."
He's just gonna be like,
But
"You're
not
welcome,
enough for
Dara."
Cadaver to hear it. Just like,
As you guys start riding out, they open the gates for you as you are again greeted by the harsh winter cold of the Winter Scar country. As, you guys are getting ready for whatever lies in store. I would like you, Eric, to make a either survival or nature check.
Perfect. My nature is a -1. My survival is a +4.
Okay.
Go that
So
one.
you're
then.
doing a nature one then, yeah?
I'm not going to do a nature one. I'm
Oh,
going to
okay.
a 13 for a 17 total survival check.
You definitely know where you're going, and with Sarah kind of marking everything really neatly for you, you follow Trot, as it does take you like maybe almost 2 hours to get where you're at.
In the time that we're going, I would inform them as to what we are doing.
Yes, that is exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just
What
giving you
are we
like
doing,
this is
Eric?
the time period
Yeah.
of your travel. Whatever you want to do with that, yeah, you can go.
Okay. So as we take off and we are like sort of starting to put the fort and fortifications of town behind us, Eric's gonna just lay right into. So, we've had the bandit problem in the area, and they have taken fairly extreme measures, I would say. There were certain individuals that survived one of my attacks in retaliation, and, they realized that they could not beat me in a fair fight, so they have afflicted themselves with lycanthropy.
You're kidding.
No. So there is a pack of werewolves. Voluntarily, they turned into werewolves, and they give us problems. But really, they're as easy to kill as anything else if you cut them hard enough or burn them well enough.
Hold up, this is a little. I still have my silvered longsword from.
You do.
same as these.
Mm-hmm.
Excited, very
I
excited.
got nothing but fear.
I've got crippling depression.
I'm so grateful to Rook right now. Like literally, as soon as he mentions lycanthropy, Gwen, like in her head, just sends a prayer to Rook, just
Praise
like,
Rook.
No,
thank
no.
you so much.
That guy can rot. He can rot.
Amazing.
Saint is smiling for some reason. She's just like, "Oh, this is gonna be fun."
Oh.
She misses working, and this is just a job.
You know, we're not your we're not your your party. We're not your chore errand runners or anything like that.
You are not. You are not
No.
my vassals. You are my guests, and I will have you earn your keep.
Earn my
And Eric sees that Saint is like smiling at this prospect, and he's gonna smile too because he's pretty stoked about this. It's gonna be violent.
She's just still like aghast that he told her she had to earn her own keep in her home.
In my own
She's-
damn house.
She's like,
Pay rent.
well, guests don't pay rent, bitch. All right. But you owe us one for this. It's a pack of werewolves, Eric, and you gave us no warning. We haven't had a rest since we got here. And you're putting us against werewolves?
He's gonna pull up his mount short and turn back to Gwen and... Sorry. You can go back if you wish. I can take this on my own.
No, don't pull this on me, okay?
No.
You know exactly what I mean. No, you know exactly what I mean. You always do this. You always make me feel like I'm the one who's being silly, or I'm the one who's overacting, or being too emotional. Okay? Now listen here. I am tired, and I want to help my family, but you are making it so difficult for me to want to help you.
I wondered what you were made out of, and if your substance had changed in your time away. And if you have grown soft and you seek the warmth and comfort of the village, by all means, go back and bask in it. They are celebrating you. I will go, and I will run with the wolves in the hills. That is what I do.
I'll just take us to the fucking werewolves.
At this point,
What she
Val's
said.
gonna kind of ride up next to Gwen and just be like, I think Saint is struggling a bit with her horse. I think you might have a little more experience with horses than I do. If you wanted to see if you can help her.
He's like in the back. I'm very excited. I would love to join. Please don't leave me on this horse.
I'm having a
Don't
great
leave me on
time.
this horse.
Sure. I'll help Saint with her horse. Keep it going. Then, Eric? Oh, sorry.
As you command.
Gwen's gonna like pull up alongside Saint, and she's gonna like, if she sees the horse struggling, she's just gonna like give it like a quick pat to try and encourage it to keep going, but she's just gonna sit like dead in silence, like she's fuming.
So I haven't killed any werewolves in a little while. This is nice.
I've never killed a werewolf.
It's kind of fun. Like they're all like. "Rawr."
I don't enjoy killing.
Okay, well that puts a damper on this relationship. Maybe like he's trying.
Maybe
He's
we don't
an
talk
ass at
about
it.
my
He's
brother.
okay. Yeah, absolutely, Gwen. I like blue on you. It's pretty.
I don't.
I'm gonna stop
Hate.
now.
Gwen feels a bit bad. She's kind of just pissed, but she doesn't want Saint to feel like, in the back of her mind, she's like, it's not Saint's fault. It's Saint's fault. She's just saying all the wrong things. It's not her fault. You do this all the time. And she's just gonna reach across, like, as she's from her horse, and she's just gonna put her hand on Saint's knee briefly and just give it a pat. And she's like, it's okay.
Saint is gonna just get really surprised. Like, yeah, sure, yeah, just keep
Lean
the
forward.
horse
You're gonna
from-
fall off your horse.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
As this is happening, is there anything else you guys want to do before you reach your destination?
Can I pull up next to Eric?
Mm-hmm. Your little pony, his huge direwolf.
I need a drawing of that. I do.
I really want it. Yeah.
Hi, Coraline, Bard.
Coraline, I apologize for not having formally introduced myself earlier and
Yeah,
for
it was-
dragging you out.
It was a little bit inhospitable of you, but I forgive you. So I'm a halfling.
You are a halfling, and though
Uh-huh.
only possessing half the stature of many others, you seem to
Yeah.
have collected all of my brother's attention. Most
Yeah, I'm
admirable.
good at that. I'm a very interesting person, but yeah.
That is refreshing. I would have assumed you were to be often overlooked.
I'm often underestimated. You know, you remind me of my best friend's husband.
I know what that means. Eric doesn't.
Griffin's like, ow?
So he is just going to. My condolences to your friend. I don't think I'd make a very good husband.
I mean, that's.
You
Make
know,
a pretty ship for the two.
I think for the first time since I've gotten here, you may be right.
Careful around these werewolves. They don't need a puppy running in these hills with them.
Yeah, I thought it was weird that you brought a halfling bard to kill some werewolves too, but, you know, that wasn't my decision.
You've hitched your flag to the wrong wagon then, traveling with my sister. I need to see if she is the one that I remember leaving so many months ago.
I have a feeling that she's much better. I mean, she's certainly much better than you.
That I certainly believe.
Val's just over, like, on the other side of Eric, just like, I just keep being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Anywho, good chat. Nice meeting you.
I love Coraline. I love Coraline.
Coraline supremacy. Coraline supremacy.
Ooh.
Wow.
Eric's just in his head like, she's awful at flirting.
That's not what your brother thinks.
Anything else you guys like to do?
Actually, does Coraline, like, stay, or does she, like, fall back again?
I don't know. Maybe
I'm gonna say she falls back because Eric's gonna pull
Probably.
ahead just a little bit.
Okay.
Val's
You just
gonna...
had to assert dominance real quick.
Yeah, no, she did a great job. Val's gonna, like, stay level and just be like, don't pay any mind to Coraline. Well, do, but don't. She takes some adjusting. She tends to call it like it is, and, doesn't hold her punches. And he's gonna kind of, like, touch his jaw, like, remembering the literal punch she gave him, be like, literally and figuratively.
Admirable traits in one so small.
I don't think size has anything to do with it, but I understand what you're saying.
He sort of nods along, and he's appraising Valakas now for one of the first times, really, because his attention has been elsewhere and fluttering
A
around.
crime, really.
And what do you deem of my actions in bringing you on this little hunt?
I think it's a test.
You would be correct then.
To what end, I'm not exactly sure, but...
Well, anybody who is from these lands knows that if someone leaves metal on your doorstep, you must test it to see if it is worth using. Because if it fails on you in a time of need, well, that can be catastrophic.
Yes, and people welcomed into your home must stand the test as well.
Exactly.
Communities.
Think of me as the fire that shapes all around me. And perhaps you will be of use. If not, well, slag can be left heaped in the village. It has been after countless raids.
Val's gonna chuckle a little bit and then just kind of gesture to his horns and be like, I'm pretty good with fire.
Comforting.
So, werewolves. Ever dealt with them before?
Numerous occasions. I've been bitten the odd time. But, funny thing, as a paladin, I cannot be afflicted by their disease. So it makes the most sense for those like Gwen and I to deal with these problems. Yourself?
Rest of us not so much, though. I can't say I've ever had the pleasure of dealing with a werewolf before, at least not to my knowledge. They do have a habit of walking around in people's skin now and again.
You're correct. It's funny, the faces that people hide from each other and how dangerous they can be.
He's gonna kind of like glance away and then look back at Eric and be like, "So what face are you hiding?"
Not a face. Just a voice. And he's gonna pull ahead further.
Cool, glad we had that chat. That wasn't cryptic at all.
God.
As you guys trot along, as darkness, two of you, so the tieflings, literally, you guys are fine with dark vision, as the two human and the halfling. Luckily, you guys are engulfed in snow, so the snow, like, the moon will reflect on the snow to give you a bit more, like, leeway, but you're still kind of blinded. As you guys, the three of you, are fine. So, you stop.
Racial perks, baby.
Eric, what do you do when you've reached your destination?
Eric just leans forward to the like russet direwolf that he's on, and he's just going to ripple him. Let them know we're here, and it's gonna let out an echoing.
Oh,
howl.
that's smart. Let's alert the enemies
Do I have
that
them?
we're coming for them.
How? I
Mhm.
know.
Do you?
I was hoping, like,
try it.
ow! There we go. That's the wolf howl.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, Sane, to hearing the wolf howl, is gonna go, well, I guess we're not hiding. And she's gonna activate her Crimson Right on her crossbow.
Gwen's gonna
And so-
reply like, "We never are," and then I'm gonna channel divinity to cast sacred weapon on my sword.
Okay. What do the rest of you do?
I think as they've been writing, Cadaver has been thinking a lot, and he's upset with himself about the conversation he had with Gwen, and he is just upset in general. And I think he's just angry. He's angry that he wasn't smart enough to avoid this kind of situation. And he's not thinking about what's going on. He is thinking about everything else, and he's getting upset.
Well, I've just put the fight music on, just so you guys know, the ones who don't have Soundtail.
Good.
Thank you.
Exciting.
Can I cast Bardic Inspiration on Gwen?
Yep, you may.
I love you so much.
What do you do to inspire?
I'm gonna ride up to her, and I'm going to, like, reach over and, like, squeeze her hand. And I'm gonna wink at her and be like, kick their asses.
I don't really think dogs like kicking them would be Oh, you mean yeah. Thanks. Best. Just try to stay close in a group. In that sense, it'll be easier to keep you out of harm's way.
Mhm.
Okay.
Any of one of you want to make a perception check?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leslie, yes.
And
Everyone
Val's
says
gonna
yes.
cast
Oh.
Bardic Inspiration on Cadaver when I have a chance.
Yeah, you can
I
do
got
that
one.
right now.
Damn, y'all leaving me out to die.
You have silver weapons, though, that they're like saying the others
It's fine.
don't.
I'm golden.
I rolled a nat 1.
Okay, you can't see anything.
I got an 18.
18. What did you get?
I got a nat 20.
What is
Oh,
the, what is
fuck
the full,
you.
The full one. I need the full number.
24.
21.
I got a 17.
Wait, we're re-rolling
30, 20.
Perception, right?
Perception.
Reception.
Okay.
What did you
Yeah.
get, Saint?
30, 20.
Oh, fuck off. God
Oh my god, for
damn.
your bad rolls.
Saints
Ree.
dies.
Why is it that Eric gets the nat 20, I get the nat 1? What's going on here? Sorry.
Duality.
You've been rolling too well. I've been rolling really bad. Look at my animal handling. You can't.
Okay, as you guys feel the wind almost like blow at the back of your necks, giving you a bit of a chill, only 2 of you notice something. Cadaver. As you feel that the chill at the back of your neck kind of feels a bit too cold, you glance behind you as you see 2 yellow eyes hiding, ready to pounce. You, Eric, are the one who notices both of them. As this one behind Cadaver and one right in front of you. Still just there looking, waiting to pounce. What do you do?
I'm gonna roll for initiative, I think. Yeah? Yeah?
Are you gonna make the first attack? Are you gonna attack? Because if you
Oh,
attack,
I
if you launch an attack now, that will make an initiative roll.
perfect. I'm going to lunge and attack.
Okay. So since you saw them, roll a d20. See if you hit.
It's going to be a 17
That definitely hits.
plus.
No, that definitely hits.
But
either
my
way.
numbers are so high.
Yeah.
I really want to. Okay.
He wants to flex.
I know you want. Okay, since you're the guest, tell us how much is it?
28.
28?
Damn.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, shit.
Does a 28 hit?
Yes,
This is 28.
28.
Okay.
Definitely.
Do I get to make a
hits.
second attack because I'm taking the attack action?
Yeah, you may. But please, yeah. Do you want to? Yeah, roll for the second attack as well then.
Mm-hmm.
Before he actually attacks, Val is gonna pull up beside Cadaver and just kind of look over at him and cast Bardic Inspiration. He's gonna look at him and go, "Be safe."
Yeah. By the way, it's only Eric and Cadaver that notices the werewolves. The rest of you don't.
Yeah. So Val has.
I'm guessing this was before the wolf thing happened.
Yeah.
Yes, cool. Okay, Eric, what was the second attack?
I rolled a 2, so that's a 13.
That still hits.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's ridiculous.
So,
Beautiful.
roll damage.
Oh my goodness.
Weird mama.
Wait, are they... Part of me thinks that they're just wolves and that these aren't the werewolves.
Well, too late now.
Well, they can also die.
Oh wow.
Eric and everything. You could die.
Die.
And perish.
So that's
Yeah.
going to be a 9 and an 11 for 20 damage.
20 points of damage. Yep, that definitely
This
hits.
is why he didn't get Bardic Inspiration.
20 points of damage as you tear into the werewolf as it snarls. The blood that you, the sword that you unsheathed, cutting through. As we now, everyone, roll for initiative.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Baby! Yes! That is...
Give me a second.
I got... Oh yeah, your thing. I get too excited. I get so
That's
excited.
okay.
Did not mean to do that.
Oh damn! Nice roll.
Okay,
I didn't mean to do that. Ignore that.
Oh.
I accidentally clicked
Okay.
the thing.
25 to 20.
Yeah, I got 22.
Good. 5. 22. Okay. 20 to 15.
Got 15.
Same.
Got 15 too.
Okay. Who has higher dex? What's your dex
Got
number?
+3.
What's the number?
14.
Oh, the number of my dex?
14? And what's the number?
16.
16. Okay, so Saint goes first. Well, okay. 15 to 10?
I got a 12.
Got a 10.
Eric, what did you get? Oh,
I got an 8
you got an 8. Cool.
for initiative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Get everything neat. Hey. Top of the round. Gwen.
Okay.
So, yeah, Gwen, get him.
Right. Okay, I can see the wealth that he's just attacked, right? But I can't see the wealth that's behind Cadaver.
No.
Cool. Right. She's gonna. Can I get within the like to basically come up kind of next to Eric in the
You
turn?
were
In that sense?
in the back,
Oh, I wasn't
right?
that far back. Yeah, I was in the back, so
I think you'll just get it if you jump down and go next to Eric. Yeah. I'll let it happen.
yeah. If I jump down, can I not just get the reindeer round?
Oh, you're gonna just
Or
get a
no?
reindeer? Are you gonna use the reindeer?
Yeah.
It's like, cool, yay, definitely
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Right, and then I'm gonna attack with my longsword.
Okay. Roll to see if you hit.
17.
17 definitely hits.
Okay.
Gotta get my damage.
Um,
I'm a D8.
I'm gonna use a divine smite on this as well. So I'm gonna spend a small spot to use a divine smite,
Mhm.
as per usual. Nothing new. So that's 8, 4, 8. That is total. 16 plus 5, 21 damage. Oh, wait, because it's channel divinity as well. So, yeah, that's just plus 3 attack rolls. No, never mind, carry on. It's just 21.
21 points of damage. Okay, cool.
Can I, because I took an action on my turn, can I do an extra attack?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna roll to see if I can hit it again with the longsword. 6 plus 7 is 13, so
13 hits.
yeah, that feels good. Okay, and I'm gonna spend another spell slot to hit it again. With the divine smite. So that is 5 plus 7, 13 plus 5, 18 plus 4, 22 damage.
As you ride up with your steed and you have like your sword in your hand, you just up almost like an uppercut slash into the werewolf, and as you almost turn your reindeer down, you like twist the sword in your hand and cut its head off as it goes down.
As a bonus action, can I cast branding smite?
It's dead though.
No, that's not on it.
Okay.
Branding smite is on me.
Okay,
So
cool.
it's just a bonus action for me.
Yes, you can definitely do that.
She just wants to make sure it's really dead.
Yeah.
Double tap.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn, yeah.
Okay. As the other werewolf sees this, as its free action, it's gonna howl.
Oh no.
As everyone now notices behind it, it is its turn. It is the werewolf's turn. As its free action, it's gonna howl. As it now, because you are in the back, Saint, it's gonna look at you and it's gonna go attack you.
Motherfucker.
Oh boy. Auga.
Auga.
That does a 15 hit.
Let me check that.
What's your AC?
It's 15.
Yeah, it just hits. As it's going to use its claws to do its first attack on you, which will be. Oh, sorry, that was the wrong dice. Good for you. You take 5 slashing damage with the first attack as it takes its claw at you and just starts attacking. And the next attack is going to be a bite attack, and that will also be a 16 to hit.
Okay, 16 to hit. Fair. I don't get to do any kind of reaction or anything.
You have Hellish Rebuke. You're a tiefling.
Okay, can I just set the bitch on fire?
Yes, you may.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for that. Is that good with you?
That's okay. You can roll for Hellish Rebuke, but it still has an attack on you in the next turn.
Okay, perfect. Well, I rolled Hellish Rebuke with what is it again? One reaction. Okay, so I got an 18.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Perfect. So I can roll for damage, right?
Yes, you may.
Yes, I may. Yes. Trying to. Okay, I found it. It takes 15 damage.
As it's gonna attack you. Saint. It has. I rolled for it as it will attack you and it's gonna bite. That's gonna be that'll be 6 points of piercing damage, but you need to roll a con save.
I'll do that right away, man. Natural 20.
Yep, you're fine. As the bite, as you feel the werewolf bite at you, you feel like the poison kind of seething in, but as it like rips out, you kind of kick it off as you feel like it's just now sore, as it feels like the lycanthropy poison didn't quite get to where it's supposed to be. And that is its action. Next one up is Saint.
It's me. Hi, bitch. So he's literally like on me. He's like
he just bit you. He's like right on you. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take out my silver sword.
Yes.
Now that it's taken out, I think I still get to cast Crimson Rite on it. So let me take that little damage for myself. Okay, good. That's good to know. I keep just getting like, this bitch is not doing well tonight. And now that Crimson Rite is on the silver sword, I want to plunge it into its heart.
Yeah, you can definitely roll to attack.
Give me a second. I'm gonna go check something. Roll to attack. What is it again that I have to? I have. I remember every time. I have to ask the same thing. Okay, I got it. So it's gonna be 24.
24 definitely hits.
Great.
How much?
So, how much? So it's like, okay. So that sword specifically is this plus that. Perfect. So that makes a total of 9 damage with a silver sword.
Yeah, but just it's silver sword is the
wait,
only...
I have Crimson Rite.
Yes.
Wait a
so
minute.
Just so you
I'm
know,
just gonna
because
go
you're
at
using,
that.
I'm just gonna say, because you're using a silver sword means that it actually gets damaged. If you're not
It
using
actually
a
takes damage.
Yeah, if you're not using a silver sword, it won't take damage.
Okay.
Silver
so
or magical.
Did
In that
I
sense.
said 9
Yeah.
points of damage? It's 12.
All together?
Yeah, altogether.
All together. 12 points of damage. Cool. Is that your turn, or do you want to do anything else?
Let me check. So, actually, I do have like 2 actions.
Yep.
So can I just stab it again?
Yes, you can.
Give it a go.
That would be nice. Use those 2 actions.
That would be nice. Great. So
Yeah, you
I
can.
Absolutely, 100%.
Please.
100%. Please. So I got 25 for the roll for attack,
Yes. Roll
and now we're
damage.
gonna roll for damage. Nice. Beautiful. And it's gonna be a 13.
13 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay. Is that your turn?
I think that's my turn, unfortunately.
Well, next one up is Val.
Okay, wow. So, is it still just the one wolf left, or are there others now
What you can
that
see.
we can see?
What you can see is just one left.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna save that one then. I don't have any useful spells. Okay, can I try to distract the wolf using thaumaturgy to make a loud sound happen behind it?
Okay. Roll for either deception or roll for deception.
Deception. Okay. That's a 17.
Yeah. He falls for it. As you
Nice.
So the only thing you do is like make a loud sound behind it, so it just turns around.
I'm going to make it sound, so Val's going to create a sound like a very like deep, loud growl, like behind it, like it's like another animal back there, and it's going to be very loud, and it's going to happen all of a sudden to just kind of spook it, hopefully distract it enough so Saint can do something or somebody else can do something.
Okay.
Can I use like
Yeah, it's not your
like
turn.
do I get like an
No.
opportunity attack? Sad.
No, unless it moves away from you, but it's not moving away from
Mhm.
you. It's just turning its head around as it's looking behind itself at the sound. But it's a good thing because when Cadaver does his turn, he gets a sneak attack opportunity.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, and then as a bonus action, can I cast Bardic Inspiration on Eric?
Yes. What do you do to inspire him?
Oh, there you go.
He's gonna, after he makes a loud sound happen, he's gonna turn back around and look at Eric, and he's gonna be like, "Show us what you're made of, Jarl."
That'll work.
That'll work.
That'll work.
Alright.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, there's not really anything else I can do.
Okay, no problem. I wrote C and C, but I think it's Coraline first.
It is Coraline.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coraline, what do you want to do?
Blue, I think you're muted.
There you go.
Yeah, it's 'cause
Yes.
I was-
Yeah, there you go.
Let's see. How close am I to the werewolf?
Like 10 feet.
Like 10 feet? Is there anyone else around me? Am I like pretty close to my comrades or?
You're quite close, yeah, I would say so.
Okay. That makes my decision for me. Okay, so I am going to cast Hideous Laughter on the werewolf.
Okay. So it has to do a wisdom save?
Yes. Of 13 or higher.
It failed.
Ah. Okay, so it is now it is incapacitated and unable to stand for the duration, which
Okay.
is 1 minute.
Okay. No problem. It just starts laughing and doesn't know what to do itself. It just starts like, which is kind of weird for a werewolf to do, but it's just like almost like a gurgling sound. If that makes sense. Like, it's not a really nice.
Saint is very
sound.
worried. She's like, why is it laughing?
What is it doing?
Okay. Is that your turn? You want to do anything more?
I think
Can
that's
you
all I
get
can.
can you get a double up on Bardic Inspiration? Like if people cast it like
No, I think you can just be inspired once. One per person.
Just checking.
Yeah, I think that's the end of my turn.
Okay, no problem. Next one up, Cadaver.
Alrighty. Yeah, no, I was gonna use my sneak attack.
Mhm.
So I think Cadaver's gonna get out his cadaggers.
He's I can't say the word with the hideous laughter. I think Cadaver gets also an advantage on this roll. Yes.
He also has Bardic Inspiration from Val.
Yes, so you get an advantage on the roll, plus a sneak attack, and you have Bardic Inspiration. Plus, remember, you can use the Bardic Inspiration on anything.
Dapper, you better not mess this up.
Why are you gonna do that to me?
Don't do that, dude. Oh, come on, Stevie, you can do it.
You got
it.
this.
You got advantage.
You
so-
got it.
Okay, I rolled an 18.
Yep, that hits. Roll damage.
Okie dokie.
So, sneak attack damage
Okay.
as well.
We're using our daggers. Oh! Sorry, I gotta do math.
Okay, that's why I have a calculator next to me at all times.
Okay, so 14 with the daggers.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says I could deal an extra 3d6, right?
Yeah,
With
14
sneak attack?
damage just with the daggers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, and then sneak attack.
That's 15
Yeah.
with the sneak attack.
As you go, almost like jumping and plunging the daggers into the werewolf, it just falls down and is dead underneath you.
Is Saint under the werewolf?
No. He kind of like was
Chillin'.
biting you like by your horse.
Okay.
Unless
Okay.
Saint jumped down, she's kind of still on a horse, I thought. That's how it was
Okay,
looking.
great.
Okay, that was Cadaver. Eric.
Are there any left? Have any shown up from the woodworks after that howl?
I'm gonna make you make a perception check, and no, you don't have to use an action to do it.
Oh, that's nice of you.
That's gonna be a 16.
Don't seem to hear or see anyone.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Eric's just gonna plunge his sword down into the body of the dead werewolf that Gwen decapitated then,
Mm-hmm.
and continue to just observe his surroundings while the blade seems to sop up blood from the corpse.
You can, if
Seems
you'd
kinda
like,
overkill.
to hold your
Larp it.
action.
I'll do that then.
Okay. So if any
Gwen,
Can I
as
tell you what
he
my
as he
action's gonna be?
there will be a reaction. So if you suddenly see a werewolf or anything, you can do the first attack.
Gwen,
'Cause I
as
have to
he
do
like
mine.
as he plunges the sword in there, she's gonna be like, you know, I already got that. That doesn't count as you. No.
He like just gives you a stern look of like reprimand for talking while he's trying to listen to what's going on.
Okay. And as he does that, and you make those noises, Gwen, Eric, you suddenly see two yellow eyes behind Gwen as one other werewolf leaps at you, Gwen, and will.
Can I react?
You can react.
Okay. So Valakas asked me to show him what I'm made of. And so
He wants to
I'm just
see.
gonna call out thunder and fury. And I bring death. And I'm gonna point
What?
my
Okay.
sword at the werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna make a constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's
That it definitely...
Gwen having no idea that there's a werewolf behind her. She's like, what?
Gotta be an 18.
Yep, nope, it definitely fails. I got a 6.
Okay, it's gonna take some necrotic damage.
Yep.
So that's 27 there.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 4 and 4. So that's going to be 35 plus 30 for 65 points of necrotic damage.
holy
You
fuck.
kill it instantly. As
It comes back alive as a zombie under my command.
it just dies, falls down, and then it just like, almost like a puppet, just starts swaying.
You can see the black veins on Eric's arm, like almost pulsating and seething.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. Awooga.
As that was that werewolf's turn. The
Not
other one
anymore.
starts growling right next to you, Coraline. As you look down and you sense suddenly the eyes on you as it's gonna go and pounce at you.
Quick question, is Coraline within 5 feet?
Not of you. And that is going to be a 14 to hit.
I believe that hits. Let me double check.
I'm shaking my legs so bad because I'm so nervous.
No.
My leg is numb.
My armor class is 14.
So it
Same.
does hit. It just hits.
Okay.
As it's gonna use versus claws to attack, which it does hit. So that will be. Come on. So that'll be 8 points of slashing damage as it takes a hits you. It's gonna use its jaw and is gonna bite at you. And
Cool.
that will be 12 points to hit and doesn't hit. As it, like, you feel like, the claws sting at you. It's going to try to grasp at you, but the pony kind of gets scared and ducks away from it. And that is his turn. As it is now, Gwen's turn.
Okay. She was like looking at Eric's arm, and then of course she hears like the werewolf and probably Coraline yelp. So she's gonna immediately kind of just pull her reindeer around, like quite sharply actually. She's gonna like pull on the antlers to like yank it around. And she's gonna attack head up to the werewolf, attack it with the longsword again.
Okay. Roll to see if you hit.
Um, 8 plus 7 is 15.
Yep.
To hit.
hits.
Okay.
Roll damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my divine smite as well. So it's gonna be 3d8, and plus because I use my branding smite, it means it deals an extra 2d6 damage.
Cool.
So that is 8. That's 15. That's 17. 23.
23 points of damage.
Baby.
Can I
That's your first attack.
roll to... Yeah, can I do my second attack? Amazing. Okay, well, an 18's roll
Yep.
is going to hit then,
Yep.
right? Yeah, sick. And I'm going to use... No, I'm not going to use my last spell slot for a divine. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do that, so we're just going to go with the branding smite. Okay, so that is 8 for... That's 12, 14, And that's 16 points of damage there.
Damage. Okay.
For my bonus action, I'm going to use my last spell slot, and I'm going to quickly cast Shield of Faith on Coraline.
Yep.
That means you get an extra +2 to your AC.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Right? Saint.
Where's Coraline right now from Saint?
So she will be in front of you.
In front of you, and where's the werewolf? Like next to
Literally
Coraline?
next to Coraline.
Is there a tree behind the werewolf?
Yeah, there's a tree behind a well.
Okay. Saint is gonna pull out her lightning dagger. And she's gonna go for the head of the werewolf. So if you want, I can see first if it hits, and then I'm gonna make it turn into lightning.
Okay, cool.
Delicious. So it's a dirty 20.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Perfect. So Saint is gonna go for the head and whisper, "Ime." And she's genuinely hoping that as it goes through the head of the werewolf, it's just gonna get stuck into the tree.
Okay, that's what she's hoping. Okay, roll damage.
Perfect. So let's see, this is gonna be a fun one because it has way too much. It's way too OP. Okay. This is gonna take some math, people.
That's okay. You can tell me the numbers, and then I'll put it into my calculator.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Like, I do math way too often at work. This
Okay.
is just
Oh, God.
day. So,
hold on, I would have
we
liked it
are
if you
at-
offered that to me when I was doing that.
Yeah, I was going to, but you were just on it, so I was like, oh,
My brain is working overtime.
no problem.
It doesn't do math.
No, you can just say the numbers, and I'll just like.
Okay. Thank you. I'd like to do that in the future, please.
No
We
problem.
can do that in the future. So it's gonna make a total of like 20 damage.
How do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Do you want to do this?
You know, she has a thing for head exploding, so why not just go with that as usual?
Okay.
And as it goes through its head, the head of the werewolf just splits open, and pieces of lightning just go through its body, falls not onto Coraline, next to it, and the dagger gets stuck into the,
Into the
tree
tree.
behind it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just.
And now Coraline is covered in werewolf brain.
Can I turn to Saint and just say gross? But she's like smiling.
Saint is gonna get off the horse and walk over Coraline and say, "I'm sorry, it's a really bad habit." And she goes and tries to take the
Guys.
dagger again.
Gwen's gonna put her hand up and just be like, "It's not over. Don't get too relaxed."
The battle music hasn't ended yet.
I'm off the horse. That horse
Can
won't
I-
listen to me. I'm.
Can I also turn oh no, I'm forgetting names. Griffin. Eric. Can I also turn to Eric and be like Halfling Bard?
Fine, it's
Yeah.
fine. Can I quickly lay on hands and heal her?
Yeah.
How much damage did you take?
8, I think.
Okay, well you're healed up full then.
Yay.
Just for the ones who knows, there's still some tense me.
Yeah.
Like, you're on an
and-
initiative roll at the moment.
Okay. Eric's going to lower his sword, but he doesn't sheath it. And his arms straightened. His hand is white knuckled on the hilt of it now. And he's gonna just look blurrily about, almost in a daze. And he sees the wolf that he killed with Finger of Death, and he's to the north with you. Wait with the others. And he's just gonna stab the sword back down into the corpse of the werewolf in front of him, and just sort of lean on it.
Can I roll perception to see if Gwen heard that?
Yeah, you heard it.
Oh, she heard.
Oh yeah. I'm not very secretive.
To the north? Eric, what did you mean to the north with you with the others? What others?
With the others.
What others? Eric.
The ones that I kill, that come back. Those others.
You collect them?
An army would be a terrible thing to waste.
An army of corpses, Eric. That is not the right way. You let them rest when they are dead.
By all means. It won't fight back. You can take it apart if you want.
What do you need an army for, Eric?
To protect the people too soft to protect themselves.
Armies aren't for protecting. Shields are for protecting.
I have seen shields crush skulls. I have seen so much death by hands that should have held plows and planted fields. We do not have the luxury, Gwendolyn. Your ideals are not of this land anymore.
I don't think you are of this land anymore, Eric. What have you become?
I am chieftain. I am the arrow that they need. The one willing to do that, which others would not, to ensure their survival.
You are not the brother I knew.
No. No, I'm not. I know I am a monster, and I have made peace with that. Maybe one day you can usurp me and be a kinder ruler. But until then, it is by the edge of the sword that we must cut our way into survival.
Well then, Jarl, did I pass your test?
You did. And he's gonna just lean more heavily on the sword as some of the blood in the surrounding snow about the werewolf seems to almost recede from it, leaving it that ebony white as it's pulled up into the blade.
I don't understand this magic that you have woven into yourself. But it is not good.
Goodness is entirely conditional. Leave me. Go be good somewhere else, while I do what is right.
As you wish, Jarl. She's gonna turn, and before she leaves, she's gonna lay a hand on Saint's shoulder, and she's gonna heal her up as well. How many hit points did you take?
19.
19, you're healed full.
Thank you.
And then she's just gonna say to the others, I'm heading back to the village. Is anyone joining me?
Gwen, this was a very
You either
small pack.
stay or you leave. Which will
I'll be staying to make sure there's nothing left.
Okay. I'll see you back.
All right.
As she starts to ride away, Val's gonna look around at the others and say she shouldn't go back by herself. And
Yeah, no, maybe you and Coraline should accompany her.
Oh, I'm definitely leaving.
Okay.
Gwen, Coraline, and Val leave. There is a dead silence that falls in the forest. As you, Eric, Cadaver, and Saint stay there, listening to the howls of the wind between the leaves of the trees, the moonlight almost reflecting in the snow. As you just stay there for a bit, Eric, you feel like there's not going to be any attacks tonight, at least. And you feel like you've gotten what you needed. But if you'd like to stay for longer, you can choose that as well.
So after some time goes by, and Eric is just there being attended by his mount, are the two of you, it's gonna, like, there's a lot of time that's gonna elapse. Do you say anything? Are you doing anything?
Standing awkward.
I mean, it's
silence.
kind of tense between Cadaver and Saint. I think they're like,
Maybe somebody should have stayed to supervise that.
No. As the
I'd
three
say-
of you are there in the snow, what do you guys do? Cadaver?
If they wait like a while, Eric will speak up, and he's going to. I would beg of you to go back to Breckenstrad and to comfort my sister. That is not something I can do, but what I do is a means to preserve that joy that they are able to appreciate. I would have you take of that as well. I will be fine here.
God, you're dramatic. She already got the 2 bars of her. They're way nicer than we are. Huh, Cadaver?
I think you should go back, Saint.
He takes a step back. I'm sorry.
Go back and comfort Gwen.
I don't know how to comfort Gwen or anyone, so I'm way happier out here. What's wrong?
And I think Cadaver, he goes and he turns to Eric and he walks straight up to him and he lowers his voice and he goes, there has to be a way to reverse it. You have to reverse this. Go back to as you were.
Can I roll to see if I hear it?
You roll.
Can I roll against it?
Yep,
Bitches.
sleight of hand.
21.
It's like a perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I didn't beat a
I got
21.
11.
No, you don't hear any.
Eric, not subtle, will just speak at a regular volume. But turns to Cadaver and is like, you are bound by a pact that will not break until your death. I could give you that, but you do not want it. Not yet. The road before you is dark. Take what comfort you can before you must travel again.
With that, I think Cadaver is seething with anger and he starts walking back to Breckenstrad.
Without his horse?
With the horse, hopefully.
But yeah, well, on the horse, yeah.
On the horse.
It's been a
Okay.
long walk back.
On the horse.
Saint is literally resting against a tree, looking at her horse. She's like, I don't know if I'm getting back onto that. Mm-mm.
So, as Cadaver, you follow the tracks of your friends. Eric and Saint. You're both alone in the woods. What do you do?
Why do you remain?
I enjoy the cold sometimes. I need to rest, and I don't think I could go back and fall asleep.
Well, I don't think sleep is on anyone's mind right now. There's a great celebration happening.
She deserves to be celebrated.
Yes, by those who have room within them for celebration. Do Do you have love in you, or did it all burn away with the passion of your hatred too?
She laughs. It's a very dark laugh. She just shrugs it away. She points at his arm. How long do you think you have left?
Me? I fear that I have eternity, and I pray I have very little time left. But part of me suspects it is eternity.
Praying has always helped me.
How saintly
Maybe
of you.
praying to the wrong gods, but still helps.
My gods are the ones of this land, of Thor and Doten. What gods do you pray to, saint of the southern lands?
I've forgotten their name. It's heartbreaking, really. All I can remember is the corruption that came from them, what happened to them, how they made a spectacle of death like you do.
Yeah, he just examines his messed up arm, which is still clasping the sword, like almost claw-like in his grip. And he's... Power has a way of corrupting things, doesn't it? Tragic, strange, that we should seek it when it brings us only misery. I wish...
Seek it. I've been running away from it my whole life. I don't want any of it.
That is a lie.
You're calling me a liar now.
I'm calling you a liar now.
As this happens,
I ain't calling you a truther.
as this happens, eventually, hopefully, the two of you go back to the city, to the town. Do you stay up in the mountains till late at night, Eric?
He was planning on being alone, but if Saint's here, then part of him would want to get her back into Breckenstrad to make sure that, you know, nobody's left out and unsafe.
Because I don't think Saint's getting on that horse.
You can leave that horse to die for all I care.
The horse.
Please bring back the horse.
Well, it will follow then. And he's got a dire wolf. Could probably ride on that with him if you wanted.
Are you gonna help me out? And she puts out her hand so he can just like...
Yes. He's gonna, with like a great mental effort, it looks like, sheathe the sword and let go of it. And he's gonna use that hand to hang onto the wolf and not you, but he'll help you up with his other arm.
Okay, great. Can I put some like arcane to check like if I recognize to who it belongs to? The sword?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Damn. It's a great thing I get. Delicious. Just I get 24.
I'm gonna write it to you. I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Great. Thanks.
Secrety secret.
So Eric sees you examining the sword as you get onto Riplim with him, and he's going to. And you say you do not seek power. Even your eyes are drawn to it.
She's gonna put like her hand on his shoulder, a little too close to his neck, with her nails out. You watch your words around me. I'm not in the mood.
I had to make a roll.
Okay.
Watching my words might be difficult, My eyes are elsewhere.
She pushes him completely, like, keep them on the road.
Done.
As
He goes.
yeah, as you guys ride down to Breckenstrom. The rest of you have gotten there. There is a huge celebration. As you guys suddenly hear people celebrating. You hear music in the streets. You hear everyone like shouting and like celebrating as they open the gates for you again. As first, you, Gwen, Coraline, and Val enter. You are greeted with flowers around your neck as people start dragging you up and start dancing with you. As people are serving you food on platters. It is a very stark contrast of what you've just experienced up in the forest, as you are now like almost hit with the warmth of the fire that was now like surrounded the place, as people start putting again flowers in your hair, especially Gwen. Your people start like dragging you, taking your armor off and putting you in the blue kefta again. As your mother starts braiding your hair, and your brothers, you know, try to like lighten the mood by bullying you, and Coraline, Magnus definitely is trying to flirt with you. As Val, you're definitely getting eyed up and down by a lot of people. After a while,
I feel like he's
sorry?
a little bit distracted, so he's not really paying that much attention. He's mostly watching Gwen and just kind of like gauging her reactions to everything. I'm guessing she's not in the mood to party right now.
She's doing her best to just smile and laugh and stuff, but she's feeling very like low energy. Like she just feels drained. And it's been like non-stop since she got there. So she's doing her best, but there's like her smile doesn't seem genuine at all.
Can Val tell?
Yeah.
Do I need to make a roll, or do you think Val would be able to tell?
I'm gonna say I don't think you need to make a roll.
Gwen's very open with how she feels most of the time, so this is a struggle for her.
When he gets a chance, he's gonna kind of go up beside her and like, you know, be smiling and like cheerful and like greeting people and stuff, and he's just gonna gently take her arm and he's gonna be like, hey, let's go find somewhere to get you a little bit of fresh air.
Okay.
He's gonna look around and be like, do you know of somewhere? He's like, I don't know where to go.
The apple tree that was behind her house, is that still there?
That's still there. But the old house, as you go to where your home, like the house where you grew up in, is, as you see the apple tree there. Coraline, what do you do?
I'm going to go find alcohol and wait for the rest of the party.
You are definitely being flirted with Magnus, as eventually, Cadaver, you go through the gates. And shortly after, Saint and Eric come through as well.
As soon as Eric gets back to the village, does not want to partake in any of the like reveling and the festivities.
Of course he doesn't.
No. He turns to Saint, who's on the back of his dire wolf, and he's, you are a flame, as I am a flame. If you want my advice, go find a moth. And he's gonna ride back to his house.
Yeah. As I'm guessing Cadaver...
Yeah, Cadaver goes straight upstairs to the room. He's not gonna even look or talk to anyone. He's gonna go right up to the room.
Yeah. Saint, what do you do?
She's gonna go straight to the room.
Okay.
It's exhausting.
As you go up to the room,
Okay.
you're
They're like
Right
walking by
before-
her. I'm like, okay.
as right, so you go up to the room. Coraline, before we go do the scene, Coraline, you as you're like Magnus like takes your hand and it's like, you are the most beautiful maiden I have ever laid my eyes on. I know that they may be a little bit forward, but I would love if I could share a dance with you later tonight. I hope I'm not being too much of a bother asking you that.
Later.
When a woman says later,
It means
not
never.
Don't break her brother's heart! What, is he not good enough for you?
You
Pull him up and then he's not good enough for you? My brother's
you
a
don't want us to flirt with them, and then when we say no, then you do want. You gotta make up your mind.
Dad, you don't get to break their hearts.
She's
It's
trying
not
not
about
to.
the heart. Come on, Gwen.
I'd rather you broke their penis than their heart.
Well, you know.
No!
There's a huge height difference between Magnus and Coraline. Like Magnus is like 6. How tall is Eric?
Eric 6'4".
Yeah, so Magnus is like 6'3".
Also, Magnus is a blacksmith. He's very good with his hands.
Ask is a
Gwen.
blacksmith.
Oh,
Magnus
he's a carpenter.
Magnus is a
Ask
carpenter.
They're both very good with their hands. Carpenters even more so, and they have artistry.
Exactly.
Don't sleep with my brother.
I love that you're like trying to like sell your brother, but at the same time being like, no!
Don't do it.
Do it, but don't do it. Okay. As this is happening, we go to the room where Cadaver and Saint are. So Saint, you walk in as you see Cadaver just there.
She's gonna just drop her weapons in the room and go, "Oh, it's you."
And I think with that, Cadaver instantly goes, "What is your problem with me?"
Why do you even care, Cadaver? It's not like we're friends. So why do you care for me?
All right, listen to me. I can't keep up with this anymore, this little game you're playing with me. I'm sick of it. You hate me 1 minute, then I think we have some sort of understanding, and then you hate me again, and then you don't. I just don't understand why you hate me so much. What have I done to cause you to despise me so?
And she closes the door violently. And she walks towards him and just grabs him by the throat.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're back here again.
On X Games mode.
You want to know why I hate you so much? I hate that we're the same. I hate that we are both as fucked up as each other, but somehow you manage to charm everyone. You make them smile. You make them feel safe. I can't even do that with Coraline anymore. I envy you, Cadaver. I want to be like you. I want what you have.
And Cadaver is shifting underneath her grasp, and he's trying to follow her eyes. Envy me? Is this another game? You do not envy me. Everyone would choose you in a heartbeat over me, and there's no doubt in my mind about that. Everyone cares for you. You can do no wrong in their eyes. You don't even have to try and be good. Meanwhile, I try so hard, and yet I am nowhere near. I'm nowhere near the good graces you are with the others. You don't want to be me. I have nothing.
When she hears that, she just slaps him.
Roll damage.
Absolutely, I will. Let me just check that.
Just a 1d4.
Yeah, 1d4. It's gonna be a 2 for damage.
You take 2 damage, Cadaver.
That's okay. I think he looks at her with...
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're so fucking blind. You can't see what you already have.
And he's looking at her with just like amazement almost, and his eyes are so wide, and he pushes her back and he moves forward and he pushes her again with like really like big force. Tell me then, what do I have? I thought I had everyone and you. I thought I had you there for me. Remember?
Oh.
I thought we could be monsters together.
She's so angry and heartbroken at the same time. Her eyes are just filled with tears. And oh my god, this is getting to me. I can't.
Do this.
Monsters. I'll show you what a monster looks like. And she just goes to like punch him.
And he catches her wrists.
Oh, do
And he steadies her.
Do a dex save to see if you can actually catch her wrist.
I rolled a nat 20.
You catch her wrist.
Ah! It's like,
Wow,
roll, maybe you can catch her wrist. I rolled a nat 20. You catch her wrist.
And he catches them and he holds her steady and he looks in her eyes, and the anger that he has been feeling all day is slowly fading as he brings her close to him. We don't have to do this. We don't have to hate each other. I don't want to.
She's just crying and shaking. She's like, that's all I know. That's all I know.
And he holds her tightly. Look at me, Saint. Look at me, please. This world is cruel, and we face and fight whatever it throws at us, but I don't think I can handle another moment of pretending I don't care about you.
She's just... Suddenly she gets calmer. A lot calmer. And her fist just falls down. She takes his face softly in her hands. And she says, don't pretend. Not tonight. And she whispers to him, can you handle that?
He gets his breath caught in his throat as he does not leave her eyes. I can try. And then he leans in and goes, may I?
She meets him halfway.
Let me drink! Let me drink!
Guys,
Grab his hair and kisses him.
and as that kiss deepens, the camera pans to the fireplace as we end tonight's session.
What is happening?
It's my birthday gift.
Happy birthday, Stevie!
Ah!
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us tonight. Griffin will be with us in the next session in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we'll see you again in 2 weeks' time. On Wednesday, we'll have Stevie and Griffin on Question Bound. And on the 7th of May, we will have Frankenpunk again as well. So have a good night, morning, and day wherever you are in the world. And we'll see you again next time.
What the fuck? We have to wait 2 weeks?